What's up, y'all? This is Pigeon John over here with the shaved mustache, looking all fresh and fish. Banana Republic, homeboy. Representing. You are tuned in now to
Moon Garden Media
Podcast with my big homeboy,
Steve Bader.
Moon Man back there, well done.
Let's hear it for the Moon Man.
Thanks, Moon Man.
Whoa, it's the bomb, homeboy.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
We'll do it live.
Hi, Roddy.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you, Hank?
Well, couple things, right? So we did the winery episode.
We did you're going to lead with that?
Yeah, we did the winery episode.
Okay.
Now, hold on. This is a very passionate thing in Northeast Ohio. I actually got, not reprimanded, but pulled aside in the hallway.
Okay.
By one of the ladies at day job.
Okay.
And she said, now listen, I appreciate what you guys did from a wine standpoint, but you need to up your game. This is where you really need to go.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
All right.
So last night was pretty special.
Last night, it's good to be a Cleveland fan.
Dave is here.
Hey, Dave.
Dave, hands up.
Hi, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Dave was in the building.
Me and Dave did a thing.
I heard.
So I got the tickets in my pocket to prove it.
That's okay. No,
we went to Indians Cubs.
Yeah.
Inning 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then went over to the Cavs in the middle of the second quarter.
Okay.
Watched the rest of the game for what happened.
How did you get into the Cavs game? Just you had tickets to both?
We had tickets to both.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we went to that, watched the thing happen.
Okay.
And then after the thing happened, we ran back and saw the night.
Let me say this.
I called it a Cleveland Oreo cookie.
Oh, I think so.
And LeBron provided dessert.
All right, so I'm going to say this. So I've been skeptical of our Cavs for a little bit now. After watching LeBron take that game over, dominate, show Victor Oladipo who's boss, and then erase the memory of Michael Jordan at the Richfield Coliseum with that buzzer beater.
Well, and you know, it all comes down to the fact that our defense now is playoff defense.
Hey,
they shut down.
I don't care if you win by 1. I don't care if you win by 10. A win is a win, baby.
We had to lead with that. But that's not
why we're here.
We are here. No. We've been waiting on this event now for months. It is Super Bowl day. Okay, it's time.
It is good to be a fan today.
It is time. All right. So, without further ado,
do you want to start a show?
I suppose we should do a show. You ready there, Moon Man? Let's do a show.
We ready to do a show?
Moon Man, you ready?
Moon Man.
I think he's ready.
Oh.
All right.
Champ, my man, what's up?
He's walking away.
He's walking away.
He's doing something here.
You good?
Just.
All right.
I think so.
You good?
We've got a great show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to 330 to Go. I'm your host, Hank Forrester, coming to you live from Edgar's Restaurant, overlooking the rolling plains of Good Park Golf Course. Folks, the silly season is now over. We finally tonight get to unwrap the Browns gifts that are under the tree, but before we do that, we're once again joined by the golden tones of Roddy Voorhees.
How you doing, Hank?
Living the dream, baby. I'm living the dream.
Living the dream.
Just living the dream.
There it is.
Come on, Moon Man.
That's that 8-second delay.
All right, what do we got, Roddy?
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode brought to us once again by LaBelle's Barber Parlor. LaBelle's is located inside what is now known as the East End, which are the Goodyear historical buildings. Their state-of-the-art facility boasts big screen TVs, a coffee bar, and has compressed air at every station. It's like being in a hunting lodge living room. And they've recently added to their staff and now have more availability. Call 330-472-0497 and tell them Hank sent you. You can find them on Facebook and online, and, well, you know, they're going to make you look good.
Even the guy with the beard overweight over to my right?
I think they would do wonders for that
I
beard.
think they would do wonders for that beard.
I think so, too.
All right, well, that being said, Roddy, tonight is a special night. I feel
It
like,
is.
I feel like Adam Sandler singing, tonight is a special night.
Yes.
Hey, folks, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our Browns experts. That's right, they're the dynamic duo, the Chase Smith and Jeremy from Akron. Let's hear it for the Orange is Oranger Browns podcast.
What is up, guys? Can you believe it's finally here?
Dude, it's Christmas Day.
We've been talking about this for 4 months now? Yeah. Maybe 5? Do your thing, man.
40 minutes until we have the first pick. We're going to get some Jim Donovan voices up in here? Or?
You got your music for the OIO?
Yeah, I got to hear the sweet tunes.
45-40, run, William, run! He's got blockers in front, 5, touchdown! Joshua Cribbs! Snap back, ball down, can't block! They blocked the kick!
This is the Orange is Oranger Browns podcast. I am your host, Chase Smith, and with me live in person for the first time, Jeremy in Akron. Jeremy, what's up, dude?
Chase, what is up, man? I can't believe finally meeting you.
We are right
Draft
here.
day, all this, man. All the weeks and weeks of shows leading up to this, and today is the day.
And with us, very special guest. We are doing a joint show. 3-3-0 to go. Yay. Hank Forster and Roddy Piper. I just had to throw that in there, man.
I don't. There I am. I'm back.
We're going to be providing you the very best Browns pre-draft content, post-draft analysis, and awesome news and insight.
Chase, if it helps, you can call me Hot Rod. It'll be okay.
Hot Rod,
I'll answer. I'll answer to just about anything.
Done.
Awesome.
Done. Thank you for joining us on Twitter, on Periscope, on Facebook, the live stream. Do us a favor. Hit that share button if you guys want. If you have friends or family who want to join or can't make it, do that. And let's have some fun. We have computers up so we can interact and talk and reply and comment. We'd love to hear your opinion as we go. We will be... we have some content here we're going to share, but also want you guys to get involved. So also thank you to those in-house who are here. Thank you guys for joining us.
This
Woo!
is awesome.
Let's hear it for the
Let's hear it for the studio audience here.
Yeah. Woo!
I tell you what.
We got our YouTube cam facing them, so if you guys want to find that, it's up on our Facebook feed right now. It's the YouTube cam, so you're literally live on YouTube right now, guys. All right, so I'm going to take us in the way back. I'm going to take us in the way back clock. I'm going to start us off with a question. You ready? Where were you when you realized that we were having a parade? What were you doing? Jeremy, what were you doing? You watched the Steelers game, right? Where were you? What were you doing?
It was the moment the ball went through Corey Coleman's hands.
Of course.
Dropping to the ground, I said, yeah, there's going to be a parade.
And not only that, but for me it was, there's going to be a beard. I'm like, I got to grow my hair now. It was ridiculous, right? There's a picture of me. I think my wife got it. It was
horrible turn of events.
Was it
horrible?
It wasn't Christmas. It was New Year's weekend, right? I'm laying on the ground, my hands on my heads, first of all, I felt bad for Deshaun. Who's that guy? We don't have him anymore.
Who?
And then I know, right? And then I felt bad for Corey, right? He's this kid. He's been hurt a lot, and it's his chance to make a big move and win a game. And the ball goes through a set of O-rings, and it was like, oh.
And you know what? I think that could be a turning point in his career one way or another. It could be the end of his career, or
it could be
where he says, you know what? If I'm going to be a player in this league, I'm going to have to, grow from here. So,
or invest in better gloves.
Yeah,
I think since he's on the chopping block, he was really quick to get with to make sure he got in with the new kid, Tyrod Taylor and Jarvis Landry. He's like, oh, I want in that picture with Josh Gordon. Like he was really I felt like really thirsty trying to make sure he gets in with that crowd just to stay on the roster.
So speaking of the roster, where are you guys? Okay, so it's been a minute, right? We've been at this Dorsey guy shows up out of nowhere. And he brings on this whole new staff. Next thing you know, they're making all these cuts, making all these additions. Okay, so you guys are the Browns experts, right? Yeah. So where are you right now with the roster? Where are you with all the cuts and the additions? And where are you with the front office additions as well?
So far, I love everything they've done. One of the things Sashi, I think, took for granted was what they call the middle class, which are those guys that are in their second contracts that are good players, not great players. And when they tore the roster down, I think they got rid of too many of those guys. So I think that John Dorsey has made a concerted effort to bring in not stars, but guys in that second contract that's where the roster is built from. And we got a bunch of those guys. Duke Johnson's probably going to get a contract extension. That's another guy in that thing. Guys that, Sashi let guys like Travis Benjamin walk. Sashi let Mitchell Schwartz walk. These guys that would have been going into their second contracts that you build the roster from. So I love everything they've done so far. if we want to start moving towards tonight and the pick at first, I don't know if I love the first pick or not. We'll see who it's going to be. Might be some breaking news right now as we're talking. Actually, Tony Grossi is reporting that he has heard now that Baker Mayfield will be the first pick in the draft.
That's fake news. That's fake news.
It's got to be fake news.
I'm
gonna say this, gentlemen.
That is straight from CNN.
Gentlemen, hear me out. Hear me out. If Baker Mayfield is the first pick for the Cleveland Browns, I'm pulling a Will Ferrell, and I'm going to go streaking over here on this beautiful golf course on hole number 9 at 9 o'clock. No.
Wait. Can we not do full streak?
No, it won't be a full streak.
Just shirt off. Okay. Did our audience hear that?
I don't think they did.
Hey, audience.
I think they did.
Roddy just said he's going streaking if Baker Mayfield's picked the number 1. All right?
Going streaking.
All right.
But Tony Grossi was one of the last holdouts that didn't think it was happening. And
I still
is thinking that.
All right. Well,
I am a firm believer. Until that name is announced at that podium,
you're holding out.
I'm holding out hope.
Reel it back in. Go back to my question. Okay. Where are you with? Who's your favorite? First of all, I'm sad that the Crow left. Okay. I was a big fantasy football fan of the Crow.
See ya, Crow.
I know.
Yep. Goodbye.
Fly. Be free. Fly.
I just like that guy. Right. Sure, he had some issues. Right. But the other thing that you point out, I don't ever remember in NFL history where an entire roster of quarterbacks was let go.
Yep.
Like all
Not
of
one
them.
return. Yep.
I mean, has that ever happened?
I don't think that it has, and it's a culture thing, though. You know what I mean? And they say leadership starts at the top. The quarterback is supposed to be the leader of the team. Remember going into last year, we had 0 wins in our quarterback room. That might be the first time in NFL history you had nobody that had ever won a game as a starting quarterback room going into a season. Okay, I mean that's a shocking. And now we don't know to this day. We don't know if is that on Hugh or was that on Sashi or whose idea. But whoever's idea it was is a horrible idea. You can't. It's hard enough to win in the NFL. And when you have guys that don't even know how to win to lead the team. So I understand where they're going. I do agree that Kaiser could be a decent player going forward. He has the potential to be a good player. But I think they just said, we're going to start fresh. We're going to bring in veterans, a guy that can play, a guy that can mentor. You brought in Drew Stanton as the mentor.
I think that was a really good pickup with Drew Stanton. I really do.
I think it's an underrated pickup. Tyrod Taylor's won 22 games as a starter over the last 3 years. We haven't won 22 games over the last 8 seasons total.
Right.
So we got a guy who can win games to play now. We got a guy like Stanton who can take the young guy under his wing, teach him how to prepare for a game. The biggest difference they say between college and the NFL for a quarterback is the preparation that goes into the game, not as much the game itself. So Stanton can help a lot with that.
Can I just say thank you to Buffalo for giving us Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah,
I don't know what they were thinking.
They were done with him. They knew
65th pick in the draft for a guy who's 120. I mean, even if you're done with him, the 65th pick in the draft for a guy who led his team to the playoffs last year.
Right.
He wasn't great, but look, the guy.
And that was the first time Buffalo had been in the playoffs since 2002. I think
they had a longer drought than
99.
Yeah,
I think it was 99.
We were 02.
Yeah, so they're 99. Yeah,
I think the biggest mistake he made was letting go of McCown. In terms of when that happened, you knew something was wrong. You knew that the wheels were broken because he was basically like you said, the guy with wins, the guy that knew how to win, and then we let him go. And as soon as that happened, I kind of went,
okay. Does he know how to win, though?
Yes.
Before he was on our team, he led the Bears to the number 1 pick.
Okay.
And then he was sent to the Buccaneers. He led them to the number 1 pick. And then he came to the Browns. So the third straight team, the third straight year, led us, I think, to the number 1 pick.
That is a fantastic statistic.
Does he know how to win?
Wow.
My statement isn't winning to the point of playoff ready, but as soon as we let him go, my point is I knew that we were changing our philosophy.
Great guy.
Completely.
Great guy.
He's a definite mentor guy.
He would have been a fantastic mentor for Kaiser.
Some people say he's the best in the business at that.
That's
my
point.
Guy under
as soon
his
as they let him go,
best in the business at taking a team to the number 1 pick in the draft.
As a starter.
Even Johnny. I don't know if you guys heard when Johnny Manziel went on the Tomahawk podcast, Joe Thomas,
right.
Andrew Huggins podcast. He said his first year in the league, he didn't know how to do a thing. He didn't know anything. Hoyer never helped him because they were competing. He said McCown came in and made a point to take him under his wing, show him how to prepare, like I was saying, show him the ropes. You need that. Chase, I understand what you're saying, that as a starting quarterback, he's horrible. But as a mentor, I think he's a fantastic.
As a clipboard,
that was my point.
As a clipboard holder, He is phenomenal.
Maybe I didn't say it right the first time. Okay.
Browns want Baker Mayfield. ESPN reporting Josina Anderson because he's a winner, competitive, and can throw the football.
Wow, I think any of us could be a winner and throw the football.
That's great analysis.
But he's 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he can barely see over the offensive line.
Here's what it is. If it's Baker,
We got Russell and Drew Brees.
It's looking right, and you can't even compare him to Russell because Russell's a 4.5 40 guy, and Baker's
Russell
a
can
4.8 40 guy, and Baker Mayfield's Russell Wilson's actually my favorite non-Brown, and if you watch him play, how often he's bailed out by his incredible speed. Now, what is Baker going to do? Lean on, at 6 foot tall. He literally, and I'm into Baker now. I'm all for it. If we take him, I'll support him 100%. But for Baker Mayfield to be successful, he literally has to be Drew Brees because there is not another 6 foot quarterback without incredible athleticism that's been successful in the modern NFL.
Well, I think that's an incomplete comparison. I think he's Drew Brees mixed with Phillip Rivers.
Whoa.
But Phillip Rivers is 6'4". He almost
Phillip Rivers is 6'5".
He's Drew Brees' body type. With
Can he
Phillip
see
Rivers'
over the offensive
ability
line?
and fire, like bottled up in that 6 foot frame?
I'm going to throw out a name.
All right.
Jim McMahon. That's
wow.
Yeah, and I was holding on to that in my pocket just in case, right? Because I was thinking, there's no way that we're going to draft Baker Mayfield tonight. But now it's starting to look that way. He's either Johnny or Jimmy, and I'm hoping he's Jimmy.
Disagree.
And Jim McMahon was never a franchise quarterback. He was the beneficiary of a great defense.
Correct.
You know what I mean? He's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. I've heard the Steve Young comparisons because Steve Young listed at 6'1", maybe 6'1".
Yeah.
But Steve Young again, another 4'5", 40 guy. All these guys that have been short and fantastic,
and they
have
could
had
run
some other area of athleticism to lean on.
Hold on. We got
stand by.
We got a comment from our viewing audience. Cindy, do you guys know Cindy? Havlick Thompson. Cindy, who knows Cindy? She says size doesn't matter.
Hey.
All right, so
hi-yo.
Hey-yo.
Hi-yo.
In the NFL, it does.
Yes,
all
it
right?
does. My question is, can Baker see over the offensive line?
Well,
Yes.
I'm an AFC North guy, right? So I look around and I see 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", 230, 240, 250, and then we go to 6'1", or 6'0".
Jeremy, just yell at him.
Kelly,
all right.
Hey, baby, right over here. You guys are reserved.
You guys
Reserved
are special.
VIP
You guys are
seating.
special. Mrs. Beard.
Mrs. Beard.
Mrs. Beard, come on in. All right, so we didn't even finish my question. Where are you guys on Carlos Hyde and Jarvis Landry?
I think they're great pickups. And
Oh
I
my
got so
goodness.
tired of hearing Jarvis Landry's a possession receiver. All right, the guy is the only player in NFL history with 3 straight years of 100 and more receptions. Never been done.
Dude
Fastest
is-
player to 400 receptions in the history of the NFL, 3-time Pro Bowler. And I saw people...
Jeremy's dad.
Place starting to fill up, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
filling up,
Jeremy's
man.
dad is rocking the best mustache.
I think so.
Jeremy, I think you
Get him on the
you
fan
should go to a
cam.
mustache.
Beautiful. No.
Get him on the fan cam.
To keep on your
I'm
point-
the beard, he's the mustache.
To keep on your point, Jeremy.
Is that your brother?
No, that's my dad. That's my cousin.
No, it's your cousin. Okay.
To keep on your point, Jarvis Landry is the best slot receiver in the NFL.
Yes. And
Bar
he's
none.
not, but I don't even think he's just a slot receiver. I think he can do more than that. We just haven't
I
seen
want him
it
in the
yet.
slot because I
And
think
look
he
at
can dominate.
Look at the numbers he's put up when the quarterbacks he's put him up with. Ryan Tannehill, who's been hurt a lot. Matt Moore. Jay Cutler, who smokes cigarettes on the sideline, during timeouts. Jay Cutler. You know what I mean? The guy
Sounds like Central Howard High School soccer.
Sounds
right
like a movie.
the guy puts.
Did I just say that?
Yeah. Hey, my dad's a Central Howard.
Is he really? Is he really?
78.
No, they used to. I'll tell you off the air. Go
Hey,
on.
Before you continue, let's give shouts to our presenting sponsor tonight,
Yes.
The Place in Akron, Ohio. The Place is your neighborhood place for all your hot tubs, fireplaces, and grills. You can find them in Akron on Medina Road, right off Route 18. And tonight, for those of us in studio at Edgar's Restaurant here, we're giving away 3 grills. 3 grills, and the very end we're giving away an egg grill. Is that correct?
Breaking news.
breaking news.
That is breaking news.
That is.
Cue something. Give a hot take or something. That is breaking news. I didn't even know that.
We didn't know it until.
Folks, if you can hear my voice out there, they are giving away an egg. A green egg.
$500.
$500, folks.
That is a
500 big
big.
ones.
That's a kind of big deal.
That's not
That's a
small.
kind of big deal.
Quinn,
All right?
Quinn
small.
came through. Mind of Quinn. Follow him on Twitter
Mind
at
of
Mind
Quinn.
of Quinn.
Shouts to Mind of
Supan.
Quinn. You have to be here to win. So we're going to give
Yes.
away a grill right before the draft starts in about like 30 minutes. We're going to give away a grill after our 4th pick, I believe, or our second first round pick, and then at the very end of the night, around
That could be
9:45,
12 for all we
we're
know.
giving
we could
away
be 12.
the grill
And-
and the egg.
and
So
fo-
stick around all night. Also, want to give shouts to Edgar's restaurant right here in Akron, Ohio. Let's give shouts to Edgar's restaurant. So this is what Edgar's is doing. Edgar's is made an entire new menu just for the Oranges, Oranger Browns podcast fans and 330 to go right here. So they're giving us a discount on their best drinks. They have delicious food. It smells amazing. Scott had some ribs earlier. How were they, Hank?
I had the rib tips, and they were fantastic, and they had some kick, right?
They smelled amazing.
Yeah, they did.
I'm not spice guy. I have a tolerance, and they were right there. Okay.
Yeah, if you guys could do us a favor, make sure you order drinks and maybe get a bite to eat. And please leave a generous tip. The wonderful people here are really going out of their way to help make your experience awesome. So let's show our appreciation to the hard waiters and waitresses and make sure we tip our own team.
Nailed it. And Carlos Hyde, where are you on Carlos?
I love Carlos Hyde. I think he's a better version of Crow, and he doesn't have the
bigger.
miles. He's been hurt. I know he's been hurt.
He's bigger.
And he's last year. If you guys, I don't know if you pay attention to it much, but he caught a ton of passes out of the backfield.
Yep.
Showed his versatility.
Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah, right. It's the first time he's been used that way. I think it's a great pickup. I know there's been, and it's nothing. It's essentially he's a 1 year, $5 million. So if it doesn't work out, you're off the hook after this year. I think it was a 2 year, $10 million, but all the guaranteed money was the first year.
This is what I love about those pickups. With the addition of Carlos Hyde, it all of a sudden creates confusion. Are we going to draft Barkley? It doesn't make that position much of a need.
No, and it gives you the
Gives
thunder
us
and lightning type.
The same with the Stanton and the Tyrod pickups. Obviously, we're going to draft a quarterback, but it gives us flexibility.
We have time. We don't have to throw them out there and say, here you go.
It gives us options, and it creates those, especially our second first-round pick, it creates this, like, aura of, oh, man, what are they going to do? And I need to trade up and get who I want because we don't know what the Browns are going to do.
Well, here's my thing, right? I go back to my kid days, and I look at Mack and Biner, and I love that 1-2 punch of having that big bruising back like Mack, and then the shifty back like Biner, and being able to catch a ball out of the backfield. So when you combine Hyde along with Duke Johnson, you have that automatically. But I would not shy away from adding Barkley to that tandem as well.
I wouldn't either.
Because, well, here's
Why
why.
do we need to add
Hold on.
Barkley?
Because
I'll hold on.
you and I have watched this team now for our entire lives.
That's true. That's
Where
true.
does Duke Johnson usually line up when he's not involved in a running play? He's in the opposite slot, opposite Landry. So
Or on the bench.
But think about this: you put Landry on one side, okay, in a slot. You put Duke Johnson on the other, and you got Barkley in the backfield. Who the hell are you going to cover?
Exactly.
At that point, what are you going to do? I don't see an. At the same time though, I don't want him at 1. I don't want Barkley at 1. Okay. All right. You know what? Hey, Moon Man, why don't you turn up the volume out there so the crowd can hear me? I want to survey the crowd real quick before we give our number ones. Okay. Because right now there's a lot of ruckus, a lot of commotion out there. All right? Real quick out in the crowd. Guys, real quick. I want to get a quick survey right now before we go on. I want to see who you guys want at number 1. Give me barks or applause. Okay, you ready? Who wants Rosen?
Here we go.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
we got some Rosen fans. Who wants Josh Allen?
Hey,
Whoa.
There's a couple.
Whoa. Who wants Darnold?
Wow. Here we
Who
go.
wants Baker the touchdown maker?
Oh, it's a Baker Mayfield
baby.
God.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Let's go, baby. They know what's up.
I can't believe this is happening.
I
right
actually
now.
watched enough highlight videos today to psych myself into it. So,
It's not hard. It's not hard.
well, I just have to pretend he's 6'3".
All right, so review the silly season. Where are we right now with? Where'd you guys start? Where'd you start, and where have you been, and where are you now? Okay, I'll go through mine. It'll take a minute, right? I was all about. Okay, here comes my dad. What's up? No, we're not bringing that up. That's not part of our show. We're not bringing that up.
Thank you, Moon Man.
Thanks, Dad.
Scott's dad is
Appreciate it,
referring to
Gus.
the bet going on if Baker
Yes.
Mayfield is. Everyone's familiar with the hammer bets.
Yeah. So the point is, right?
I don't know if I'm familiar, but I'm not going to ask.
We're not bringing that up. People are eating dinner right now. So I started watching Josh Allen midway through the season just to see what all the hype was about because I had heard of him last year. Because I have a friend of mine from.
Wait a minute. Jeremy's eyes
Hold
just
on,
got
keep talking.
huge.
Keep talking. We got some breaking news. We try to verify.
I have a friend.
Breaking
I have a
news.
friend of mine that lives out in North Dakota, and he's actually in Fargo, and he's an insurance agent. He travels all over the country. So he got me all hooked onto the Bisons, right? And as soon as the Bisons won the national championship, Division I AA or whatever it was, right? While that's going on, he's like, just so you know, there's this guy right down the street. His name's Josh Allen. So I started watching him last year a little bit. Okay. So I watched him in the bowl games, and he had a rough couple years because he was hurt a lot. And he had some issues, and I started getting turned on to him around bowl season. I watched him in the bowl game, and I watched him in the Senior Bowl, and I'm like, this dude is huge, and he fits the bill to the AFC North.
Sure,
okay,
sure.
So initially, I even put a tweet. It was one of my first ever tweets. I hate Twitter.
Twitter's a barren wasteland.
Angry
If I was
place,
on a
man.
deserted island, Twitter would be one of the things I want on the deserted island. If I could have 3 things.
Wow.
Give you something to do all the time.
Point being, so
Everyone
I
would make fun of your
I know.
situation.
yeah. They wouldn't send help. They would just say, you suck. All right. So I was about Josh Allen and Barkley. I was like, hey, I'm good. I'm done. And then I watched Darnold on his pro day. And the winds are blowing.
It was a
and
perfect
the rain.
pro day.
It's like a-
And I'm like, he's in a hurricane.
It was a perfect
It's
pro
like
day.
In Cleveland, that was a perfect pro
I fell
day.
in man love. I'm
But
like, that's the guy.
I
I'm
cannot
done.
get over. Mid-season, Darnold said he did not want to play for the Cleveland Browns. It's like we all just forget that this man, before he got an agent, before really the draft started picking up, Darnold said he did not want to play
Right.
for the Browns.
Well,
that's
was
how
never-
he truly
that was-
feels. That was without coaching. That was without anyone
Oh,
saying,
oh,
whoa,
oh.
whoa, you got to be political.
Hey,
That
our,
was
our
never
flag is
verified, though.
behind you two gentlemen. The flag is becoming
flag.
Oh,
unfurled.
fix the flag.
Is it symbolic?
Kate,
Is that symbolic?
The flag knows.
No.
Somebody help.
Darnold does not want to play for the Cleveland
does.
Browns.
Yes,
Neither
he
did
does.
neither did
blasphemy.
Rosen. Rosen said it too. He's like, if I'm
Fine,
not
that
going to
was never-
Cleveland.
Give me
Look,
Baker.
dude.
Give me someone who wants to change the culture gladly and take that challenge, as a leader, as a quarterback, as the front man of a team. I don't want
Right.
someone who cowers at the challenge of turning around the most sorry franchise in the past 12 years in the NFL.
Chase, you're being hyperbolic, buddy.
The Cleveland Skeletons
Just
tuned in.
saying.
This,
just saying.
Do you guys know about the Skeletons?
I know about Skeleton. I watched the
Do
episode.
not.
Yeah, the Skeletons the Cleveland Skeletons used to be before the Browns. They were like a minor league team. So there's a dude out there.
minor league team.
Yeah, there's a dude out there that's starting a thing to try and get the name changed to the Skeletons and to bury the Browns because the Browns have been dead for 25 years. All right, so that was just my take. So
That's all I'm saying. Before we go ahead and crown Darnold, before everyone gets all excited, let's just not forget, Jeremy, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Darnold said he did not want to play for the Browns. Those of you following on Twitter, Periscope, Facebook, did you guys just forget that happened? This man essentially thinks
yes,
that we are the worst.
yes.
Wow.
After his pro day, I'll forget everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You have literally a man crush on this guy right
Come
now.
to me, Darnold. Come to me.
Let me discuss. I don't know if
Your
you want to go
chub
back
is
to
showing.
it.
No, that was just my take. So who's next?
Okay,
Go.
let me tell you where I
Where
was
did
at
you
from
start?
the beginning.
Go
I
back.
really thought the whole time the pick was going to be Darnold. It's kind of funny. I started
Starting in the fall.
starting all the way back. I thought from last year. I thought if you get the first pick, it's going to be Sam Darnold. I understand he struggled a little, but he didn't struggle as bad as people pretended he struggled, and he lost a lot of weapons. But when the draft process started, I thought it was him the whole time. And people were just trashing Josh Allen on Twitter. And so I started sticking up for him as a joke. So my Josh Allen infatuation started as a joke. Well, then one day Nathan,
It's my wife.
Nathan Zagura, I know, not to name drop, but I know Nathan Zagura a little bit, and he said, "Hey, if you're gonna push Josh Allen, why don't you watch some film of him?"
Real
So he
friends
said-
just call him Zugs, though.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Nathan Zagura. But he sent me a link where I could watch Josh Allen play, and it was funny because everyone said how bad his tape was and all this, and then I went through and started watching all his throws. And I'm like, this guy's not bad at all. He has a horrible team around him. Like you said, he's 6'5". He runs a 4.7 40. He's got all the tools. And they say accuracy's horrible. It's not as horrible as people think. So then I actually, after watching the film, which everyone told me was going to move me away from him, I started liking him more.
How's this for a hot take? Josh Allen is just a white Deshaun Kaiser.
No.
Wow.
Whoa.
You know how everyone says the Johnny versus Baker is a lazy take? Calling Josh Allen Kaiser is a lazy
I
take.
said it was a hot take.
That's hot, all right.
But he's either A or B. He's either Jamarcus Russell
But-
or Ben Roethlisberger.
But Jamarcus Russell was brought down by the purple drink. Okay, it wasn't
And that and food.
talent. Yeah, it wasn't talent that brought down Jamarcus Russell. It was off the field issues.
Just fattened
Explain
up.
to me how Josh Allen is different than Deshaun Kaiser. If we're drafting Josh
Sure.
Allen, why shouldn't we have just kept Deshaun
Deshaun Kaiser has a good arm. Josh Allen has a world-class arm. If you watch them play, yeah, I'll give you. You could say they're similar. I just think Josh Allen's arm is at another level. His mobility is at another level. A lot of the stuff, to me, he's at another level. Now, who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. Also, there's a reason. Listen, if you go back to last year, hold on a second, Chase. If you go back to last year and you go back to the pro days, remember, Kaiser started to slide after the combine and the pro days because people saw that the physical tools weren't as good as they originally started. Remember, he was Mayock's #1 quarterback at the start of the process. He ended up 5th on Mayock's list. Josh Allen, has went into the process and bettered himself and bettered his position just based off physical tools.
Here's my question
abilities.
to defend, so you can defend Josh Allen.
Sure.
Tell me who they played.
Who Wyoming played?
Yes.
Well,
who did they play that was a
I'll go back to
top-tier
Iowa.
college team?
I'll go back to the Iowa game. I watched
Okay.
every throw in the Iowa game, and everyone said, "Oh, that's one of his worst tapes." He was horrible. He was magnificent in that game. He had a 55-yard touchdown, one of the prettiest balls I saw thrown all year, dropped. Middle of the field, touchdown.
Pause.
Go ahead.
No, go.
It just
Go on.
They
don't
don't
say it, though.
Roll tape.
Hank,
So every time I
Hank,
went
they don't know the pause.
Just roll tape. Roll tape.
But every time, like I said, every time I watched him play, I actually thought he was better than before, including the Iowa game, which was against, you saw what Iowa's defense did to Ohio State. They did to JT
True.
Barrett.
Who did Baker
So-
play?
Who did Baker play?
Didn't he?
The defense
let me
with
go.
some of the most
Wait a minute.
NFL
Wait,
prospects
sorry.
on the
Didn't
team.
My bad,
Baker
my bad.
Mayfield plant the Oklahoma
Yeah,
flag
man.
once they beat
A
Ohio
defense
State?
with the
On a-
most
tried
NFL
to.
prospects.
On a brand new rookie defense.
No, he tried to.
I'm just
Yeah, that's
saying.
wrong.
He tried to plant the flag, except it's field turf.
I know.
That was
Doesn't
funny.
plant very
They cut
well.
the video right before the flag falls. They're like, "And cut."
Shows a little bit about Baker Mayfield's intelligence.
Who is Ryan Pollock?
Why do you do this?
Oh, it's a buddy of mine,
All
college
right,
buddy.
Ryan is all about who did Big Ben play in college?
Played at Miami. Played.
No, who did he's saying who did he play?
I don't know.
He's saying who did
He's
Jimmy
a Mac.
Garoppolo play? Right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, look at people. Carson Wentz is 1AA. We heard a lot of the same stuff about Josh Allen. We
that-
heard about
I'll give you
Carson
that one.
Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
And Josh Allen came into a team that was 2-10, hadn't been to back-to-back bowls in 25 years, led them to back-to-back bowls, over 8 wins. Carson Wentz came into a team that had won 4 straight national championships. Carson Wentz walked into a better situation than
True.
Josh Allen walked into.
I'll give you that.
that dome. Have you been there?
No, never been there.
Allegedly.
This is a good point by Lod's niece 6 on Twitter. Does Baker Mayfield fit into Todd Haley's scheme long term? So let's ask us which quarterback rookie would best fit Todd Haley's scheme.
I think we know the answer.
But the answer would be Sam Darnold.
Or Josh Allen, if you're looking at skill sets.
Well,
similar
yeah,
to
Josh
Ben
Allen is similar to Ben, so yes.
And if you even go back to Arizona, he was with Carson Palmer, which is similar to Sam Darnold.
Right.
Kansas City, he had Matt Castle's best year was
Right.
under Todd Haley.
I'm
And
telling
he's a
you.
similar skill set to all those guys.
I'm telling you, Mr. Dorsey, if
Locker
you're
room.
listening right now, I'm going to plead
he
with
is.
you.
He is. He texted
Don't-
Jeremy. He's a fan of the show.
Don't select Baker Mayfield.
Who Dorsey is?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, he's a source. He's
Don't
a friend of the show.
Hey,
draft.
hey,
Dorsey's never heard
dude,
of iTunes.
that dude made his wife sign an NDA. Are you
Did you
kidding
see
me?
that? He said he never even told his wife who they were taking.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
100%.
But yeah, if we're going, but
Don't
you know what they say though. I
draft
think they're
Baker.
looking at is Haley is an imaginative. I want to say coach. If you look at some of the Steelers, they had a really what's the word for it? A variety of plays, not a variety, but a really, you know what I mean, like a diverse offense.
Okay,
So
I'll
I'm
give you
saying that
that.
he can. They're probably thinking is, hey, Baker Mayfield, we'll just mold the offense to his skill set. And I don't see the Tyrod Taylor. Baker Mayfield comparison to be outside of height because Tyrod's a 4.5 guy too. 4.5. Actually,
Right.
Tyrod's a 4.4 40 guy. Tremendous speed. But I guess if you're building an offense for a guy that's undersized, Tyrod Taylor and then Baker slides right into it.
So here's
you can say that.
what I'll say to that. Haley had to have been involved with the Tyrod trade. So
absolutely.
He knew
He
what
knew.
quarterback was going to be starting for him week 1. So I don't know if I know scheme is important, but so
And
go
you-
back to the original question. Sorry, Hot Rod.
No,
you
you've got to remember too. Haley has been involved with. He had to have known, or he knows now, who the Browns are taking tonight, so that he can begin to figure out how this player is going to fit into his scheme.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, of all the things that we've done in the offseason, that was my favorite.
That's the most under.
No.
Oh,
Todd Haley. That was the most under.
I am all about
the radar move.
I am all about get stronger and make your opponent weaker. And you can say all you want. Oh, he didn't get along with Ben, and he didn't get along with Le'Veon. I don't care because in a professional working environment, they were working together and they were winning, right?
And so Ben got better.
Let's state the obvious.
We take him
That's
away.
Nice, Alito. I like that.
I was exuberant with that move.
Yep.
So
I'm
let's
fine as long
say
as he
this.
never becomes head coach.
I'm going to applaud the fact that I don't have to watch.
We know he's a jerk. That's okay. He can be a jerk.
We don't have to watch Hugh Jackson open up his Super Tecmo Bowl playbook.
He looks like Tyronn Lue on the
one
of
four plays.
Right? He's got that look like.
Should this play? Should we do this?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
This?
No. Why? I didn't understand this.
These are the quarterbacks.
Maybe now too, since Hugh has less on his plate, he can work on his game management.
His
timeout.
So look, you got Rosen and Darnold. They're your typical average superheroes, right? They've got strengths and weaknesses. Okay,
this is a good segue. Go ahead.
Then we got little Baker right here.
Captain America, baby.
You see, little Baker. He's got
Hulk
swag, and then we got Josh Allen right behind him. Right.
So this brings up a great question: which quarterback is the best looking?
Well,
which
none of those guys.
None of the four.
None of
I
those.
told you
none of the four.
You saw that Darnold looks like the guy from The Incredibles, the bad guy, like Syndrome.
That's pretty
Yeah.
close.
Then you got Rosen is compared looking like Big Bird. Okay,
Yeah, that's a good
I gotta go with Josh Allen.
Those guys, Josh Allen, the best looking out of all the prospects.
Say it.
Mason Rudolph. He looks like
Oklahoma
Wally
State, baby.
Zerbiak. He's got the tall, dark, and handsome Wally Zerbiak thing going.
Right.
on.
And
All right, I'm pulling up Mason Rudolph.
Handsome
Yeah,
guy.
he's a handsome
I
guy.
don't know.
Wally Zerbiak.
wow, he
Wally.
does. Or
see it a little bit.
Clark Kent. He looks like the Clark Kent from the Superman show, right?
He did.
Wow.
So, Jeremy, you had said earlier you were trying to confirm breaking news. Did you get anything?
Confirming.
No, that was not true.
No, that was not true. It was someone had reported on our feed here that Earl Thomas had been traded, but it wasn't accurate.
That would be a
There is some rumors
blockbuster.
flying around about it, but it's.
We are 20 minutes away from.
I would love to see him in
beginning of the draft.
in the orange and brown.
Who out there is excited for the draft? Anybody out there
20
excited?
Listening?
Any barks?
20 minutes.
We're all Browns fans, right, Gus?
They're
Gus?
actually bringing out the players now on stage.
To answer your initial question, Hank, my favorite move was the signing of Tyrod, the trade for Tyrod. Give us a clear-cut Week 1 starter, without a doubt, leader in that quarterback room. And I think also you have to add Drew Stanton, bring in someone who knows his role. He is a backup. That's what he's going to do.
He's there to mentor.
Incredibly experienced players to groom this rookie quarterback. Without a doubt, 100%, we're drafting a rookie at the first pick.
Can I say what my favorite move was?
That's a nice suit right there.
Yes.
Minka's got a nice
My
suit,
favorite
right?
move was Mr. Dorsey.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Because without him, none of this happens.
He's a big deal.
Got a funny story about that. So me and Chase were recording a podcast. It's our regular weekly podcast.
Yep.
And I predicted that John Dorsey was going to be the GM of the Browns next year, the day before Sashi was fired.
Oh, wow.
And then by Friday, John Dorsey was just
you
back on.
You do have a lot of inside information.
That was a prediction more. But literally the next day we went and did an emergency pod to announce
What a
Sashi's firing.
phenomenal addition he has been so far.
100%,
And this is
100%.
a small sample size of what he's truly going to be capable of. I mean, guys, we could see right now the beginning of a winning franchise, something we haven't experienced in a long time.
Yeah.
The Browns could be mentioned as a winning franchise. Instead of being the butt of every joke, we could have something here.
And there's no more 2 to 3 year plans. Dorsey,
No.
he wants to win now. We want to win games now. That was the point of getting Tyrod. Knowing that we're still going to draft a guy, let's get a quarterback that has 22 wins over the last 3 years.
Has he not won with every team he's been with?
Yeah, he's a winner.
He knows what he's doing.
Facebook. Who is Kevin?
Kevin Carpenter, buddy of mine.
He says that your drink is really excited because we keep moving.
He's in Hawaii right
we got
now.
drink.
Now listen,
in Hawaii.
we got people watching from the Philippines right now.
We do.
We got people watching from
My mom is watching
Hawaii.
from the
We got
Denver
mom
airport.
in the Denver airport right now.
That's
Just an email.
awesome.
We got people watching. I know there's someone watching from Peru. I know there's someone watching down in Florida.
And France.
France was
France.
on earlier. So we are actually global right now. So that's
global.
fantastic.
Guys, this
All
is
over the
uh,
phenomenon, baby.
That's right.
All right. So
Prestige worldwide.
so where were we? We got off the reservation.
we're talking
guys.
about the pickups.
We
and-
never even got to the point. Again, it was somebody's turn. Where were you, number one? So,
Okay.
So what's your
Go ahead.
number one story?
I wanted Saquon Barkley the moment I knew we had the number one pick,
Okay.
because I think that he is a once-in-a-decade player.
He's Herschel Walker.
I believe that whatever team that he goes to, he will automatically make them better. He is a playmaker. He is a game changer.
Hold on. Bob, stand up. Guys, look at Bob. Bob, stand up. Stand up, Bob. So Bob is our resident. Everybody look at Bob out there. Bob is our Georgia fan.
Hi, Bob.
Bob loves Georgia, and he's all about Herschel Walker. Weren't you in school back then? Yeah, so he was actually there for the championship. So he's been waiting his whole life for a Georgia championship again. And then this year he just got not a Georgia championship. So
But that was a good game.
it was a fantastic. I was there with it to watch it with him, and I felt bad-ish. Bad-ish.
I wanted Saquon with our first pick, and with the fourth pick, I figured we could have either Darnold or Allen. I knew one of the two would be there, and we could fix and solve our quarterback problem because it's not an emergency situation right now.
Let me tell you this, and I agree with you. I love Saquon Barkley. And it's not just for the player he is, but he's a culture changer. You know what I mean? This guy's the guy that's going to come into
He's
your
a
locker
leader
room,
in the locker room.
Be a
Exactly.
leader. He's not going to embarrass the franchise. He's face of the franchise. And I think that's underestimated factor of drafting him. But, if you talk to the guys who think they're the smartest guys in the room, now you hear a lot about positional importance. So running back is not high on the positional importance list anymore. So that's why a lot of guys, even a guy that's a generational type guy like Barkley, a lot of people don't believe in drafting a running back that high because tops you get 6-7 years out of them. Halfway through their second contract, they're because the game's changed so much. But
I heard a great analogy earlier. I think it was either today or yesterday. Running backs start leaking oil after 4 years.
Sure.
And usually it's right around the time that they're up for their second contract.
Yeah.
Crowell is a perfect example, right? And again, Hugh totally mismanaged him completely. But he started out well, had an okay year, then had a really good year, then had a semi-average year, and then he had a lousy year. And, it all comes down to how they're utilized, but at the same time, they break down faster than
But tell me this, Hank. Aren't
Yeah.
you when you have the number one pick in the draft, do you not take the best player available regardless of position?
So, yeah, I'd take Chubb.
No.
Sure, I'll go with Chubb.
Chubb wasn't even a
Let me give you guys
You said the
I
best
do
football
not think
player.
it's black and white. I think it depends on what team has the pick.
Right, and you can't say. I agree that if you put everyone just had their best football player on the board, Barkley's probably at the top of most boards. But then, like you said, you got to add in this positional importance
Right.
factor that moves people around up and down the
I
board.
just
Let me
gotta-
There's a reason quarterbacks are taking.
Let me give a rumor update real quick. The rumor right now is nobody still knows, and the players still don't know who's
Wow.
going number one.
So
They have
15
not-
minutes before the draft.
There's a rumor.
Sonya?
Well,
that nobody,
wait.
that Mayfield nor Darnold knows
Can I
yet.
get one more, Sonya?
How is this possible?
Thank you.
Well,
How is it possible? They
It's
said
amazing.
Mayfield has 4 hats with him. No one has told him where he's going yet.
He's got
at a
4 hats.
Four hats.
Mayfield has 4 hats with him right now.
I got a text
I saw the
message.
picture.
Hey, that's awesome, though. I mean, think about
Isn't that incredible?
It's
No,
an incredible
that's-
smoke screen
that-
as well.
Here's what that tells me, right? We are finally out of the doldrums of suck. That's what it tells me.
The pit of
okay?
misery?
We're leaving the pit of misery.
Doesn't tell me that.
We're busting out, baby. We're busting out.
The
No,
fact
it
that
tells me
no
that
one
they don't know what
doesn't tell me it's
the
not
left
gonna
hand
suck.
doesn't know what the right hand
No,
is
no,
doing.
you know what?
we still can suck.
No, we can still suck. All right, but the point is, I am so excited that nobody knows because it says that we don't have leaks in our organization right now. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So I got a text
Trust me,
message.
I can tell you this from personal experience. There were so many leaks in the organization before. I had a couple friends in the organization. We knew draft plans last year a month in advance. 2 years
Wow.
ago, a week before the draft, we knew they were going to try to trade down again to the round 15 and take the highest receiver on their board, which is exactly what happened. The fact that people knew that before is embarrassing.
You could ask the ticket people. You go to the ticket window, say who we drafted. We're going to get Kaiser.
So I just got a text message that said the Browns are going to completely blow our minds and take Chubb number 1.
I would do a cartwheel backflip.
You know what would be funny about that?
I would do
2 things. Remember when Dorsey said, though? I don't think they will. But do you remember when Dorsey said, they keep asking who you're going to take, says best player on our board? He said it like 10 times. He's also said in interviews, what does he say? I can't lie. I'm not a good liar.
Yep. They might go Chubb.
I can't see it, man.
Do you
quarterback
realize,
one? We have not had a quarterback. We are the epitome
guys,
of...
I want to see him do a backflip. I really do.
I don't even know what that. I don't even know how to do it.
We'll get you a YouTube video, and you can just mimic it.
All right, so I say we give away a grill.
I think it's time.
On the Baker's.
I say we give away a grill.
That's all right.
Let's give away a grill.
I think we should give away a grill.
All right, you got something going on?
No.
Is someone being a jerk?
No, you're good.
All right.
No, it's all good.
It said, you want to hear what they said? He said, we need more oranger guys right now.
They're hating on 330. Hey, don't hate on 330. We love
guys,
330.
man, come on.
No, go ahead. That's why you guys are here.
We called you
If
our
anything,
Browns
here.
experts a little earlier.
Oh, it's there. These guys.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
That's why.
That's why they're the Browns experts, not us.
That's funny.
We're just fans.
You want to give away a grill?
Let's give away a
Give
grill.
away a grill.
Who wants to win a grill? Anybody? We had like one person.
Anybody want a grill? Hey, let's give away a grill.
All right.
Jeremy,
Jeremy, you going to draw the first one?
Pull it. Go ahead.
Pull it.
We got a drum roll or something there.
Drum roll, please. And the winner is.
I can't even say who it is because it's a family member.
I'll do it then.
We'll do it. Here, pass it down.
Brad.
There might be more than one Brad.
Wait, can we get a full name here?
My brother, Brad Powell.
Brad.
Ticket number.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. A winner. Just like that.
Ticket number 1152698. Brad, winner.
Wow, congratulations.
Winner, gonna grill a chicken dinner. Tell you what, man. Shout out to the place.
So,
your neighborhood place for hot tubs,
let's
grills,
explain
and
that.
fireplaces.
Okay, so actually, too, you don't have to get that grill. It's a $200 gift card, but that's the grill it pays for. So.
Congratulations.
Let's give it up for Brad.
Woo! Nice job. And, of course, Jeremy, it has to be your family member to start us off.
Hey, that's a cowbell.
That.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean in 330 territory?
That means yay.
It's a celebration.
Celebratory cowbell. Hey, everyone in house and studio, do you guys get your Oranges stickers? Want to make sure we're getting those passed out. We have more. Do you guys, if you have friends or family, want to give those away?
I said I would put one right on my forehead, but
you did say that.
I haven't yet.
There you go.
Oh, we want to give out some stickers.
There is a massive sun spot
sun.
right over Jeremy's face. 11 minutes, so let's do this.
It's a radiator.
Till what's his name, Roger, right?
Until Roger Goodell or whoever rings the bell. I don't even know how that works.
Yeah.
What's the over-under that he gets booed by everybody in attendance?
100%.
How many people are there?
They're going to bring back the what? Because Austin he came back. Whatever. So,
There you go.
will the Browns? Here's a question I want to ask those on Twitter and those here, Hot Rod and Hank and Jeremy and Akron. Will the Browns use every second of their 15 minutes with their first pick?
No.
I'll start with Hot Rod says no. Why?
I think Dorsey knows, and he's keeping it close to his chest.
Okay.
And when that clock starts, I think with 6 minutes to go, because they have 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
So I think with about 5-6 minutes left, the pick will be in.
Hank, will the Browns use every second of their 15? It's 15 minutes the first pick, right?
I think didn't they change it to 10?
They changed
Is
it to 10, yeah.
Okay. Every
Each pick
second
is 10
of
minutes.
whatever time allotment they have.
I think the answer is no, and I think the reason is because they know who they're taking, and I don't think they're going to entertain trading out of that pick. In this scenario, there's no reason to trade out of number one. I could see them trading out of potentially 4, but as far as number 1, I think they're solid, and they're not going to take that whole time.
So I'll share my thoughts, and then Jeremy, you can respond and give your answer.
Sure.
I think the Browns will use every second of that 10-minute time. If we don't know now, why would he rush to the podium just to put in a pick?
Well,
I think he's going to be fielding calls. He's mentioned he's fielding calls for that first pick.
Correct.
And I think they're going to wait and milk that as long as possible.
Could we potentially
Did you read
miss
that
our
one?
pick?
No. No, I'm going to say hell no.
No one. Ryan, no one will commit suicide, but Roddy said he'll run naked through the ninth green if they take Baker Mayfield.
Nevinsky.
No.
At Nevinsky, DM us your address and we'll send you a sticker, buddy. If you guys are on Twitter and want a sticker, let us know and we'll find a way to send you one.
I didn't hear
that sun
naked.
glare is right in his
It
face.
is.
I didn't hear naked. I heard like without a shirt.
Okay, my bad.
We scaled it back just a little bit.
Canary Island. We'll send it there. So, Jeremy, will the Browns use every second of their first pick allotment?
It's hard to say. I don't see why they would.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? But at this
I
point,
can see Jeremy's face.
Yeah, at this point, though, I say they're going to about 3 minutes. You're going to see the pick is in pop up. 7 minutes into the clock, and I think we're going to hear
Down to the wire.
Baker Mayfield.
I think the first
Baker Money Mayfield.
I think the quickest pick will be the third pick. That'll be the Jets. I think the Browns and the Giants will use every minute of every second of their time. I think the Giants, thank you for closing those blinds. They're going to be fielding calls, building that suspense. If anything, I think the NFL will want them to milk that time. The Browns, they have been the first word out of every draft analyst's mouth for months. And they've kept that momentum going up until 8 minutes before the draft. Why would they not use every second? I don't know. I just think
And they're going
they played this masterfully. Why would they?
According to Twitter, NFL Network, Hugh Jackson has confirmed they will make a pick at 1. So
Okay, well, that's good.
So,
all right, well, it's good to know that we will make a pick.
You mean they actually told Hugh something?
yeah. Well, it's really close now.
They probably had to loop him in at some point.
You sure that wasn't fake Hugh Jackson on Twitter?
That's.
All right, so Jeremy,
yes,
your top 5.
Well, no, he never answered the question.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did say it.
Yes, he
7
did.
minutes in. Okay, all right, got you.
My top 5.
Your top 5. How will the draft go tonight?
Well, now everything's going to get thrown into a giant blender with
be.
Baker going first. I think there's going to be teams if Baker goes
Thank
1,
you,
we don't know
Chase.
for sure. If Baker goes 1, then you're going to have teams jockeying to get Sam Darnold at 2 because a lot of people had Darnold 1 on their board. So I think go ahead.
Let's talk about that. You finished. I want to talk about what the Giants are going to do.
I was going to say Giants. Let's talk Giants.
I think the Giants are going to run to the podium and take Sam Darnold. But there are people that think that they're going to trade down because there's going to be Denver's going to be on the phone for Darnold. There's going to be teams Miami. I mean, people
Buffalo.
Up until today, I think probably most of the league thought Sam Darnold was the pick. Remember Buffalo worked him out late. Buffalo was the very last private workout.
And since they don't
Sam
really
Darnold,
have a quarterback, they're going to need somebody.
If you remember that day, me and Sean, shout out to Cardiac Kid on Twitter.
It's not Cardiac
at
Kid.
Sean Polians, yeah. but that day we said this is weird. Why is he working out this late in the process? Because it was generally you don't do workouts that late. It was actually the 2 days before the period for being allowed to have private visits was up. Okay, it was a late workout, and we're like, on that day we started speculating: is he really the pick? Because they're letting him work out a private workout this late.
Sorry, just something that's trending on Twitter is.
Yeah. That happened earlier today.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that?
I've been driving and
busy.
setting
Yeah,
up.
You got to loop me in here.
No,
What are we discussing
the
over here?
big question is there Jello in prison? Okay.
There's pudding pops.
All right. So
Okay, that's all.
So that question, I'm going to piggyback on that, right? And that I want to circle back to the Giants.
Sorry, Ian Rappaport. If the Broncos do move up to 2, the target would be Darnold.
Yeah, that's
what he just said 33 seconds
Wow.
ago.
Circling back to the Giants, the question is Eli. The question is, do they want to get him help, or do they want to find his?
Eli is done.
I think
and
so.
let me have
right?
I have a theory on that.
Okay.
The Giants are probably looking at it as they're never going to be this high again in the draft. So if there is somebody they deem a franchise quarterback there, how lucky is that? That's like, Brett, if Darnold turns out to be what I think he's going to be, that's like Brett Favre handing off to Aaron Rodgers. You have all these years of Eli Manning winning 2 Super Bowls, right? Being a perennial power, and then you're going to hand it off to Darnold, right?
If Eli starts
back
this
that up.
season, which he probably will,
Yeah.
they will be drafting in the top 10 again. If the Giants don't draft a quarterback, they will be drafting in the top 10 again. Maybe even top 5. I think the Giants are many, many pieces away. And I think the Giants are going to be top of the draft through the next couple
This
of
is
years.
incredible. It is 7:55. The draft starts in 5 minutes, and nobody has leaked a pick yet still.
Wow.
Nobody knows for 100% of the picks.
So I may have to recant my statement. They may end up taking all 10 minutes.
This is unbelievable.
I'm not sad with that.
No, it's cool. I mean,
I
this
like the drama.
Yeah,
That
it's been
just means
awesome.
that they're doing their due diligence to make sure they take the best player.
I mean, this is absolutely incredible, though. There's never been a draft where 5 and 4 nobody knows going 1.
When the Texans drafted
Marcus Mariota.
the Houston Texans, they
Oh,
drafted their
Texans,
defensive end Mario Williams, right? Super
Correct.
Mario. They did like a day before the draft.
Right.
Most people,
'cause-
they used to, before the new salary structures, people would negotiate the contracts
Beforehand.
a week out
Yep.
because now it's into more of a slated system where you're only going to get so much anyway, so it doesn't matter. But like Tim Couch was signed a couple of days before the draft.
Right.
Back in 99. And then about 10 years ago, they went to the system where they changed up. Remember, rookies used to make more than the veterans.
Right.
Veterans got mad, and one of the collective bargaining agreements, they went to a slated system. So now it's not as important to start negotiations. Before, you didn't want to get to a point where you drafted a guy first and he never played.
With this new structure, don't the teams now get a 5th-year option?
Yeah, plus there's all first rounders now. That's why a lot of teams will jump up, like the Browns, into the first round because you have that 5th-year option.
Right, which is
so
a phenomenal thing to have.
The only thing you negotiate now is what's called offset money, and that's why Joey Bosa held out last year because the Chargers are notoriously cheap, and they always try to peel back this offset money. And so
That brings
most
up
teams, it's not an issue.
That brings up an interesting question about Baker. Would he accept his role? I mean,
Yes.
are we looking at Tyrod? We're looking at Tyrod to start for 2 years, right? One, maybe 2.
I'm maybe 1.
This is Cleveland, though,
You're-
guys. Quarterback controversy.
Our tendency as Browns are to start a guy after we've drafted one and start the rookie halfway through the season. Usually it's out of injury requirement. But in this scenario, would Baker even be willing to not compete immediately is the question, right?
I would say yes, but I don't know.
He could always run the scout
I
team.
just don't. I don't want to set up a situation where here comes Tyrod Taylor, who, by the way, led a team to the playoffs,
And Tyrod has beaten New England in Foxborough.
and
in
you
the
got a
fourth
guy
quarter.
coming in that's going to be a jerk and won't be willing to hold the clipboard for half a season. You know, that's another concern of mine.
This is an interesting stat. Reading off in a matter of minutes. This is from @Field Yates. The Browns have become the first team to select first overall back-to-back draft since
Yay.
the Browns in '99 and 2000.
Yay.
Wow.
Anybody
That's
remember the
sad.
pick in 2000?
Well, that's fantastic.
Who remembers the pick in 2000?
Courtney Brown.
The slight
Quiet-
drizzle.
Quiet
Courtney-
storm.
The slight drizzle.
Oh man, yeah,
That was supposed
poor
to set
guy.
our franchise up. Tim
guys,
Couch.
we're 2 minutes away.
It reminds
2 minutes away, and there's
reminds
still
me of
no-
Mike Junkin.
I would say it's definitely trending towards Baker.
Boss baby's here.
Boss is in the building.
Boss baby's here. Best baby in the business. There he is.
Upsies. I need upsies.
All right.
Well,
That
there's
is awesome.
a wonderful shot on the NFL Network here of Sam Darnold, obviously looking down at his phone.
Does he look like Big Bird? Does he look like Big Bird?
One of my favorite
there's
things
Mr.
to watch.
Rosen.
One of my favorite things to watch is when a player gets drafted, who they hug first,
They get the phone call. They either hug mom or their girlfriend
or the agent. It's really, I think that tells a lot about where the player is. Maybe it's the baby mama, maybe it's their kid. It really tells a lot about, or their wife. It tells a lot about where they are at, kind of in life. I think.
We are less than a minute.
Well,
Hey,
less
folks.
than a minute.
Hey, 1 minute to go. Happy New Year. Who's excited out there? Anybody?
Let's go.
All right. Are you guys going to cheer for Goodell or are you going to boo him?
Boo.
I'll boo him.
I'll boo. Want to thank the people following us on Facebook, following the stream on Twitter. Thanks for sticking with us. We're gonna switch content to pick reactions and pick projections and kind of what that means to the Browns moving forward. Want to give a shout out to
Mel
our
Kiper.
off-season presenting sponsor, Rep Ohio Clothing. No matter who the pick is, there is a shirt ready for Baker, for Allen, for Donald. So visit orange.repohioclothing.com for your immediate fandom to take place. Rep Ohio Clothing provides some of the very best Browns t-shirts. I'm wearing my Browns t-shirt. Jeremy and Akron here has her "We're Back, Baby" t-shirts.
Back, baby.
No matter who the pick is, rep your team in style with all the passion you have for the very best Browns fans in the NFL. Always rep your favorite team. Always rep.
Ohio.
Guys got it. Always rep Ohio.
Let's have a big round of applause once again for Edgar's, everybody, for allowing us to be here tonight.
Thank you, Edgars.
They're doing a great job. Make sure you take care of your servers, please.
Mel Kiper.
Mel Kiper. We're saying his name, Mel Kiper. I don't know. What about Mel Kiper?
Dude, he never ages.
Wears diapers during the draft.
He never ages.
Let me
That
say
way he doesn't have to
No, he
leave.
doesn't.
Yeah, he does. 100%.
Before we start, reaction to the pick and guesses. This is so cool because my entire life I'd listened to the draft on the radio because I love the content and stuff. And now actually being here, it's almost surreal, isn't it?
Yes.
That we're actually covering the NFL draft. Think about that, guys.
Can I just say it's
covering
kind of
the NFL
It's an
draft.
adulting
Surreal.
moment for sure.
it's
something else.
it's
I
really
can't believe
cool
it.
to see Kirk Herbstreit a part of the draft this year.
Yeah, I
Love-
like Kirk.
love
So that
Herbie.
he can give his 2 cents, which
Herbie has got the toughest job in sports because the Michigan fans thinks he's biased towards Ohio State, and Ohio State fans think he's too tough on.
That means he's doing,
Right.
he's doing his job.
Exactly.
he's doing it right.
He's got to toe that line, though.
Who is that? Sterling Sharp out there? Or,
No, it looks like it's
With Susie
Michael Irvin
And Susie Colbert.
and
Up on the
Susie
stage,
Colbert.
Mike
Susie.
Irvin. Mike Irvin.
Yeah.
Interesting. How
So,
he's
guys, what are
risen.
the odds that it's completely out of left field? That it is Chubb or Barkley or something?
I'm beginning
It's a
to
can,
think
right?
it's-
I'll honestly go
Gotta be.
20%.
I'm
I'll go
going
as high as
60-40 right now. 60-40
That's
that
high.
This is what I told my group thread. I said 60% Baker, 40% Donald, and 15% Allen. And I think that's the math the Browns are using as well.
could be.
So,
Oh,
I don't
we're
know.
getting close.
I think it's – it's crazy. I think it's – goodness. This is unbelievable. That
Again,
there's still no league.
there's no the
still no
speculation continues, and that's fine by me. I love the chaos, and I'm all about us not knowing. That tells me that our franchise is heading out of the doldrums because we finally have some leadership that knows what the heck they're doing.
Are we officially on the clock yet?
No,
yet,
not
no,
yet.
no.
Not.
But
You'll
before
know.
we are,
Hey, Jeremy, you'll know.
let's do one more push. If you're following and watching online, hit share. Share this stream with someone on your timeline, on your profile. If you're on Twitter, if you could just do us a solid, hit that little share button, retweet, do whatever, just to get people involved in this community. It's a ton of
Absolutely.
fun. We're having a ton of fun, great conversation, and we want you to be a part of it. So make sure you hit that share button.
You know what's really cool, Jeremy? We got folks that are here right now that are live on Twitter right now. I see it.
Yeah.
I see some tweets that just came out. Hey, speaking of, folks, look up at the board. See the board? Here's our tweet handles. Is that what we call
Twitter
it?
handles.
Twitter handles.
Twitter
I hate
handles.
Twitter. I hate Twitter. Twitter handles. Tweet at us live right now. Not so that much that we'll respond, but get it out there. Say that you are here right now. Say I'm here. Joe, where are you? Joe, I saw what you just put out there. Agreeing with Grossi. I agree with you. All right. So, folks, once again, tweet at us. We'll try and respond, but there's a lot going on up here. There's a lot of things happening.
It's a full house.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
and there's
pretty
more coming
full.
in. So there's
More
still
coming in,
coming
standing in. There's places
There's room at the bar. Don't
Yeah.
let it stop you from coming down.
No,
We
come
got-
on down.
We got a lot
That's
of
right.
folks
This is
in here.
Akron's Browns draft headquarters. So if you folks are in Akron right now, you're looking for a place to come, you cannot be enrolled to win a grill at this point, but
Nope.
you can at least come and join the fun and the festivities.
And by the way, Jeremy, you realize that nothing ever starts on time for the NFL.
No, it's 8:15.
It's 8:15-ish.
Look at this skeleton guy, man.
Hey, man, right now the NFL is king. They can.
So I just had
They
somebody
operate on their own
I just
time.
had somebody hit me up on a text message. They would like tickets for next year's
Oh, we got someone from
draft
Guam.
party.
They're
Someone wants to say what's up from Guam.
Wow.
Probably
Guam.
military,
Guam.
I guess.
Nice.
Where?
Gordon
Where'd you see it? Where'd you see that?
It's on our feed.
Okay,
over
your
here,
feed.
though.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
They said, say what's up from Guam.
Wow. Hey, Guam.
Okay, really quick. If someone tweets the pick before it's selected, are we reading it?
Why not? Because
No,
yeah.
you're
Like,
gonna. I'm gonna
if-
do
If
it.
Shefty breaks in?
If Shefty,
Or
Albright,
if every once in a while people have a couple minutes, let's just do it. We'll just read them.
yeah, we can read it.
Yeah,
That's
listening
fine.
Here, we'll beat them to it.
We'll go live. We're live. This is live,
I'm-
baby.
I am
Some
more.
people-
You're live. You're not used to live.
go.
You're not used to
Hey,
live.
live is fine. I
Guys.
just know some people.
Moon
Don't
Man.
want the
Moon Man
picks
has something to say.
rude.
Moon Man.
We gotta-
Moon Man wants to chime in. Dude has
You're
his
gonna
own
hear
intro
something
music.
like that when the pick is in.
Okay.
It's to be a remix because we can't broadcast
So then we'll just
the
wait till
TV.
the pick is
Right.
officially
But we
in.
have a professional. Announcer sitting with us wearing number 3.
Where?
looking
And
around.
so he's
Who?
going to announce the
Me?
pick as he's watching. He's
goodness.
going to
There we
announce
go.
what the pick is.
So
So,
we'll
here we
wait
go.
for the. We'll
Hey,
wait for the
Ladies and
official
gentlemen,
pick
we've got 6 seconds.
until the Browns
5,
on the clock. Ooh.
4.
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There he is.
let's boo Roger Goodell.
boo. Sure boo.
In my typical contrarian fashion, I actually like Roger Goodell.
What?
Of course.
Of course you do.
Of course.
Wow.
Jeez.
Devil's
I'm a Goodell
advocate.
Jeremy, you would like Roger Goodell.
So right now, Roger Goodell is making his
Before
famous yearly speech.
Before we get to the clock, too, I got one thing that reminded me that I do like Baker Mayfield was his middle name is Reagan, named after Ronald Reagan. Reagan Mayfield, baby.
I'm okay.
Ronald Reagan.
He's the one Republican I like.
I'm the Baker's man.
I like him. I like Romney. That's about it. Okay? All right.
Got
well,
the political talk.
I'm neutral. I'm not saying anything anymore.
No politics.
No politics, please.
All right. Do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to let you know that the 2018 NFL Draft is officially underway.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Right.
Just one?
This is the most tame crowd
I know,
I've
right?
just
Just
seen
Hey,
in
we got a
minute.
response, though.
Flip the camera. What would we flip the camera to? You want to see a bunch of like
Middle-aged
cords
men, like-
and monitors
Hey, then
and
show 'em the crowd
to the
real quick.
crowd.
Show 'em the crowd.
No,
Show 'em the crowd.
tell them to go
Everyone
to
give
the
a
YouTube
wave.
channel. Is anybody watching
Give
YouTube?
a wave right here.
They're throwing stuff in the crowd
There it
here.
is.
Everybody wave it. Wave at Twitter.
There we go.
Right? All right.
There. I have to go through a couple of settings to flip the camera on my phone, so it's
That was
That's
easy.
fine. That's good
Yeah.
enough. We're primitive,
Back
man.
on.
So we're
Roger Goodell's still making.
we're mildly premature.
Man, Roger,
We were premature.
We get it. You're a bajillionaire. Let's go.
Keep up the good work.
Wasn't? Yeah, never mind. Enough about Roger. He is. Is that Jason Witten?
And there we
All
go.
right,
We are
ladies and
officially
gentlemen,
on
your
the clock.
Cleveland Browns
Let's go,
are
baby!
officially on the clock.
Let's go.
On
Finally.
the clock. Who's this guy? We don't do Cowboys.
So here's my question.
Gosh.
Not to jump the gun here, but looking forward to next year. Rumor has it that they may try to do the draft in Canton, Ohio.
Or Cleveland.
It's going to be.
I think
It's coming for sure, right?
I know it's
Yeah,
coming
it's
this way.
Canton or Cleveland.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be both. They're
Oh,
going to do
they're gonna do a simul.
Yep, they're going to be, and they're going to be events at both places.
Oh,
So
seriously?
right now they're doing the montage.
Here we go.
Like we need this.
of all the Browns quarterbacks.
The
28.
The Browns
Horrible
no
turn of
tell
events.
motel. Are you kidding me?
28 starting quarterbacks.
Wow, really? Wow. Thanks.
Give a little bark if you remember
So
Spurgeon
Chase,
win.
if you noticed,
Oh wow, they're sitting down now. Thanks a lot, Aspen. We appreciate
the
this.
Browns officially have 10 minutes.
We appreciate this thorn.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to
Thorn
make
on
this
the side.
selection.
8 minutes and 50 seconds.
Pour some lemon juice on it while you're at it.
It's going to be Baker. It is going to be Baker.
Musical chairs, I love it.
If it's anybody
Hey.
besides Baker at this point, I'm going to fall out of my
Let
chair.
them continue to poke fun, and let's try to prove them wrong tonight. That's the name of the game. I'm hearing that Canton may not be in the running for the Hall of Fame. They're for the draft because they've run out of money.
So we'll talk schedule in a minute. Let's wait for the pick. We'll talk about the pick first.
Mel Kiper's chiming in
I
with
do
his
want.
pick.
I do at some point want to go over our schedule to at least get the over under on where we're going to be speculatively after we draft our quarterback here. So
Jeremy is nose deep in his
Dude,
phone.
he's
Jeremy
our
hasn't
own
blinked.
Adam Schefter
no,
here.
keep it in your hand, man. That's,
Jeremy hasn't blinked in 2 minutes.
that's must-see
I got a,
TV. Let's put your
got a little something,
get
but I
Twitter
don't know.
going, baby. Get Twitter going.
You may have
Get Twitter
something.
going.
Let's see. Hold on.
The beard is on it. The beard is on it. Hey, the Rockets
This
got
is incredible. My timeline split. Half the people say, "Oh my gosh."
Twitter
it's
is like,
Arnold."
I can't even
Half
get
the
it
people say
loaded.
It's Mayfield. This is the most incredible thing.
So the Rockets have James Harden. We've got Jeremy.
We
okay?
do.
We've got our version of the beard. Yeah, sorry, it happens.
Rim shot.
Oh wow!
We are
7 minutes.
seven.
Pick is
Whoa.
not 7.5.
Well,
Pick is not in.
Josh Allen is hugging somebody in the back room right now.
Yes,
Seriously, they should
Josh
do that?
Allen on Twitter.
Josh Allen is hugging somebody in the back room right now.
Oh my goodness! There's Scott McLuhan's right in the middle. Supposedly he's the one driving the Baker
We
train.
currently have a live look
that Scott
at the
McLuhan right there?
This is
Browns.
the Browns draft room.
The
the red hair.
Browns war room.
Oh, my gosh.
Hashtag where's Hugh?
Where is Hugh? He's in the
Where
back.
is Hugh?
Is that Hugh in the back?
Do we see Hugh?
Isn't that Hugh right in the
there's Jimmy.
front?
No,
There's
that's
Jimmy.
Hugh with D.
Does anybody
That's
see
D
Hugh?
has them with Hugh right
Yeah, that
there.
is D with Hugh.
All right, as long as Hugh's
So who
in
goes to the podium to make the pick for the Browns?
Well, this first
Goodell.
round
Roger.
is Goodell.
Yeah.
They don't do that till the later rounds. Jim Brown is announcing the second round.
Okay.
Josh Allen was seen hugging someone.
They
That's
just
why
looked
I
at
saw
Darnold.
Oh,
Darnold's got a
God.
smile
Look
on
at
his
that
face,
face.
guys.
It looked Agent E.
Oh my goodness.
I
He
want to
doesn't-
know.
That's a face of not knowing.
Yeah,
That is a
true.
face of that is
Either that or he's
Show
a really
Baker.
good actor.
He's waiting for his phone.
He
Look,
is
he's looking
kind
at
of-
his
Is
phone.
Baker live there?
Baker's not at the draft.
No,
with his
he's
family.
not. He's
But they
with his
have it-
family.
They gotta have a camera
Is he
there.
fishing like Joe Thomas or no?
He's with his family.
No, he redid the old
He's laying
Brett
down like
Favre,
Brett Favre,
the
right?
Brett Favre photo that I saw yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
Do not put
That
that,
was
phone
really
down,
good.
Jeremy.
That
That
was
is why
Jeremy,
you're here, man.
that's why we need
Stay
you,
on your
buddy.
Twitter, man.
Let's see if we got
6
anything
minutes
breaking.
left here. My heart is racing.
internet
Like
is-
this is great right now.
6 minutes.
It's just straight stupid.
This is amazing. 6 minutes until the face of the Browns will
The
be
face
changed
of the
for
franchise,
hopefully years.
potentially.
The last 5-6 minutes of
Again.
the unknown. The last 6 minutes of the Browns can't find a quarterback. The last 5 minutes and 45 seconds of the Browns are terrible
Until
oh my
they
God.
draft Bradley Chubb.
There it is.
We are minutes away.
Or Saquon Barkley.
We are minutes away from a new chapter in Browns football history, and
Team
I,
Chubb.
for one, cannot be more excited.
Let's-
Team Chubb.
If he's still there at 4, I'm ecstatic.
Everyone.
5.5 minutes.
Props to John Dorsey for making this fun, making this unknown.
Dude.
For
Jesus, you got to wonder, does he know right now? Is he on the phone
Dorsey's-
fielding calls?
No.
Yes, I would
Oh,
say
You see
yeah.
how
yes.
calm that room looked, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, they're
they
not-
know.
The one pick, I'm sure he's talking about 4.
They'll field calls for 4. They ain't fielding. This is our pick.
No. They may not be fielding, but that doesn't stop teams from
Nah.
trying to call and try a last-ditch effort to try to get it.
He'll treat him like a telemarketer. Hey,
I'm not here right now.
New number, who dis? New phone, who dis?
Oh,
my
this
gosh.
is fantastic.
They
Under
are going to
4 minutes. I thought at
look
3.
at John
See.
Myers. John Myers just said that Sam Darnold just mouthed the words, "I'm sweating." So
No
he
one
doesn't
knows.
know. That's fantastic.
They got to. The pick's got to know.
That's
right?
fantastic.
Not
I'm sweating.
necessarily. Not necessarily.
No, you got to remember, they call him afterward, right?
The drama, especially if the Browns are going to do hard knocks.
Here's what I would
next
do.
year.
The Browns, if the Browns are semi-intelligent on this, they have 4 people call all 4 of them at the same time.
All right, hold on. Oh, my
so
God.
all
Have 'em
4
go
of
to
them
the
are on the
stage.
phone. And they said, you
Does-
do not get this rose.
You are the weakest link.
Does Edgar's have a defibrillator? Because if it's Saquon Barkley, you guys might after he says it.
Will, somebody's going to get a will you accept this rose, okay?
Yes, we are watching the ESPN feed.
The ESPN feed is
No, we
in
don't
the
say that name.
background.
We don't say it. We call him Espen.
Espen.
We don't want to be
Sorry,
taken
sorry.
off, dude. Facebook's,
true.
Facebook's tricky, man.
So Louis Riddick
Has said.
said that he doesn't think the Browns are going to take a quarterback.
Oh my goodness.
Louis Riddick.
Just now he said that.
I
Thanks.
think he said it just a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Dina.
Oh my goodness, that would throw this whole thing into.
I said I'm Team Chubb.
That would be
warm that
insane.
defibrillator
I'm
up.
secretly Team
I
Chubb.
may faint right here on the floor if they take Barkley.
I am secretly Team Chubb.
Wait. It's Baker.
Pause.
Who said it's Baker?
Pause.
Hold on.
We got
Pause.
intel. Hey, that's where we're about to beard in, guys.
Breaking
We don't-
news. Yes?
If it's
No.
not a
Baker's on the
quarterback,
phone.
I'm going
Baker is on the phone.
Baker is on the phone.
Baker's on the phone.
Baker is on the phone.
Hold on.
Hey,
Baker
shout out
Mayfield just
to
answered
Chris
his phone
Mortensen.
live via Instagram video.
Baker did?
Baker,
Yeah.
but that could be for
He's
pick number
calling his
2.
mom.
Could
Never
be.
know.
I hope it's Baker.
Can I just say I'm happy to see Chris Mortensen back.
He looks.
Yeah,
He looks
good.
different, but
No, he's going
Yeah.
through some stuff, right?
It looks like it's
Live.
well, I think he's on the mend. I think he's
All
on the
right,
mend.
2 minutes 45 seconds.
It's trending towards Baker right now.
Wow.
Oh, Shaler. Who is Shaler? Shaler just said that they're saying Baker right now.
Yeah, it's everywhere now.
Baker, touchdown, Baker. 2 minutes
Baker,
and 30
Baker
seconds.
said, "Yes, sir, let's go." Was caught on
Oh,
mic.
God bless
Let's
him.
freaking do it.
All right,
Let's
listen.
freaking
Hey,
do
wow.
it. Let's go.
No matter what,
Unbelievable.
no matter what happens,
Our Facebook feed
in
has,
3 minutes we have to
lagging
change
here.
our mindset in this room, and we have to all
Here we
get
go,
behind
guys.
that guy. Okay?
Yep,
No matter
absolutely.
what. No matter what happens.
2 minutes.
No matter what.
Well-
that's That's the way it works, baby.
So if they had Mayfield,
Pick is in.
Pick is in.
Wow.
The pick is in. The wait is over.
Wow.
The best quarterback in the class. The best.
Wow.
You know what? I predict
no announcement yet.
I predict 2 years from now, everyone get ready for the but Sam Darnold wouldn't have been that good if we drafted him tweets.
Your new Cleveland Browns quarterback, Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, baby!
Wow. Sure yet.
We're not sure
They
here.
haven't official. Well, they're
showing highlights of different quarterbacks.
They're showing highlights.
Freaking love it.
I'll take Brett Favre.
Can he come out of retirement?
Get out of here. Baker is a leader.
The pick is
Baker
in.
is a competitor. Baker is a quarterback. He will lead this team. He will lead a huddle without fear, without doubt. He will.
I hope
freaking
so.
love it. I freaking love it.
Guys, why does it sound like Chase is trying to sell you a car right now?
I'm not trying to sell you a car.
It's going to take a lot more than that to sell me on this guy.
It's the same tune that I've been singing and humming for months. And podcasts we talk about it all offseason. Baker is the best quarterback. He's the best player. He's played the best defenses. Baker is the best player in this draft.
Best
and we
defenses.
had the opportunity.
We're going live here to Roger Goodell.
And here comes the pick.
He's in the
Let's
Big
go,
12.
baby.
He's in the Big 12.
And here we go.
Oh, yeah. Slap 5 there, Goodell. Let's go. Get up there.
Let's turn this team around.
With the first pick
I'm trying to watch my dad's
in
face.
the 2018 NFL Draft, your Cleveland Browns select Baker Mayfield.
The fans are ticked.
Quarterback.
Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Let's go.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Let's go.
Let me say this first.
Guy.
I'll give Dorsey credit for one thing. This pick takes giant stones.
Yes.
Because this
Grapefruits?
is it does. It take because this is coming even if there's no real comparison between him and Manziel, coming off Manziel, the average fan, not the guy who deep dives it, but the average fan sees the comparison as obvious between him and Johnny Manziel. We may disagree because we pay attention to it a little closer, but the average fan, Baker is a short guy with a big ego and off the field issues, and that describes Johnny Manziel. So.
Nope.
So Hank's taking a live phone call here.
My agent's on the phone.
Unbelievable.
Here's the deal. He is the most proven quarterback in the draft. He is the best player in the draft, and he is, I believe, the best leader in the draft. He has had the most pressure on any other quarterback. He has no injury history, which I think scared them away from Rosen. He has started the biggest profile games, and he is the most quarterback ready in the draft, the most NFL ready quarterback.
Okay, so guys, this changes everything. This changes everything because who are the Giants going to take now?
Sam Darnold.
This changes everything.
Or
because
the Broncos.
What this does now, it sets us up to have our choice potentially between Barkley and Chubb at 4.
You guys can take Barkley out of your brains. It's not going to happen.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Jeremy's speechless. Jeremy hasn't said a word.
Dude,
that is unheard of.
I've been on the Darnold train now since the rain. Are you all right? You need a drink? You all right?
Yeah, I
need a shot.
I need a stiff drink.
Jeremy is speechless.
Listen, I've told you guys from the beginning. I'm a Browns fan. I'm a Browns fan first. Anything they do, I'm in. It's just risky, man. It's a risk. Look, it's a boom or bust pick. Baker could be great. He could come out and be great, or he could be partying in Vegas Memorial Day weekend like Johnny Manziel.
See, I don't see that. I don't
disagree.
The guy got tackled by the cops 2 years ago
into a wall, a retaining wall.
That should put up some red flags. The fact that the cops caught him that quick.
I don't see that though. I don't see that.
God.
Hey, guys. Here's the problem. Right? If you can hear me out there, we're all jaded right now. We're all jaded by Johnny. Okay.
Yeah.
But
The whole NFL is.
the whole. My take is Jim McMahon. If this guy can be Jim McMahon for us with a defense, I'm all for it. But the question is, can he do that and maintain his composure outside the field, right? Is anybody excited out in our crowd? Anybody?
Yeah, baby.
Can we get some barks? Anybody want to bark? Thank you.
Who do we want at 4? Who do we want? Shout it out. Who do we want at 4?
Who wants Chubb?
Who wants Barkley? Who wants Barkley?
Who wants Barkley?
Let's go. Who wants to trade back?
Who wants another quarterback?
Me?
I have suggested that.
Lamar Jackson.
Can we draft Josh Allen?
Nope, Lamar Jackson at 4.
Pick is in. The Giants' pick is in.
Wow, that was quick.
Well, unless they have traded.
Or they've traded.
Nobody's taking time.
They would say.
If the Giants have drafted Sam Darnold.
Oh, no. Why are you showing that?
Oh, there it is.
You knew it was coming.
Run that back. Can we run that back?
You knew it was coming.
Come on.
That's fantastic.
Come on.
No
He's
one
a
even.
brand new Brown.
Hey, if Baker
I saw the flag fall over there, too.
He's a
Baker
brand
ran a
new
4.81 at the 40. That cop ran a 4.79.
He's a brand new Brown, and they're already disparaging him. Yeah.
Mr. Hank is here.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
Fran
is.
Tarkenton.
Tarkenton.
I think that's more accurate.
The ceremonial
Cover your
red
children's
grab.
eyes, people. So
freaking love it.
So
Let's
if
go,
this
baby.
pick right now is Darnold, it means the Giants literally ran to the podium to take Sam
Well,
Darnold.
and I'm telling you, that sets us up to have Fitzpatrick, Barkley, or Chubb.
Yeah. Well, Minka's slipping. I don't think it's going to be Minka.
Oy vey.
I don't think it's going to be Fitzpatrick.
This is amazing.
This is incredible.
Have some water here, guys.
Thank you. Nice.
This is unbelievable, though.
Hey,
I'm looking forward
this
to
is
that
what it's all about,
9-hole
baby.
streak there,
Hey,
Hot Rod.
hey. Good stuff, guys. Thanks for joining us. Come
This
on.
has been-
This is
unbelievable.
It's already fun.
All right.
Here we go.
With the second pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Giants select.
Who is it?
Saquon Barkley.
He goes 2.
Oh,
I called that,
Unbelievable.
gentlemen.
Wow.
I said that.
He
I said that.
franchise changer.
They want a running back, and they took a running back.
I can't even believe it.
Get me
now,
Darnold
hold
at
on.
4.
Wait, the
But
Jets are running to the podium. They want
listen.
Sam Darnold.
So this sets up, though. Now let's think about the opportunities at 4 now.
They're
You're
gonna
gonna
trade
have
out of that.
At the very least, you'll have two of these 3. Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, or Sam Darnold will be there at 4.
We're trading out.
And that's what I'm saying.
The Buffalo.
the Bills.
I will say it right now. We will trade with the Buffalo
Watch
Bills.
the Bill.
I got to say this really quick before we talk anymore. Hey, listen, everyone in-house and everyone online, please go to orange.repohioclothing.com for your draft night Baker Mayfield t-shirt. If you go to orange.repohioclothing.com, you get 15% off your order. They're a presenting sponsor of the offseason for the Oranges, Orange and Browns podcast. Again, that's orange.repohioclothing.com.
I'm very sad to see my pick holding a New
It is
York
a shake and bake
Giants.
Baker Mayfield with it's brown with a white dog on it. Shake and bake Baker Mayfield orange.repohioclothing.com. Go there for all your Browns t-shirt.
I will
needs.
say shake and bake does have a good ring to it.
Shake and bake.
It could.
So Jets here have a decision. It was interesting. The schedule was released. We never got to talk about that, Hot Rod. But the Jets are opening on Monday night, and I would think they were hoping for Baker Mayfield to be
here
in New York City.
Yeah.
So they have a little different option.
I think the Jets, from what I read this morning, the Jets were tied to Josh Allen. But that was with the Browns taking Darnold 1. Now that Darnold wasn't taken, I think the Jets will take Darnold.
I think they're going to take Rosen.
You think?
I don't know, though. I mean, I actually think they were hot on Baker. I thought they wanted Baker Mayfield. So, I don't know.
Well,
man.
now, so Hank over here said he wanted Chubb. Chubb's there at 4.
Well, here's the
You
thing.
know
Take
the Jets
Chubb.
are taking a
Take
quarterback.
You know what? If you put Chubb, look, the Denver Broncos won a Super Bowl. Why? Because of a violent pass rush.
Take
the NFL
Chubb.
today.
The Eagles just won a Super Bowl.
If you
even
take
though-
you take Chubb, you got Garrett, Chubb, and Emmanuel Ogbah right there. Plus with Larry Ogunjobi and Caleb Brantley, who I love in the middle.
Who's our defensive tackle?
Well, there's Larry Ogunjobi was a rookie last year. He's going to be a monster. Caleb Brantley, I think, is going to be a monster. He was a 6th-round pick from last year.
Saquon.
So
Unbelievable.
Is Denver at 5?
Denver's at 5.
Yeah, Denver's at
All right.
5.
Do you think Denver would take Josh Allen?
Yes, Denver loves Josh Allen. There was a Denver beat reporter on Cleveland Browns Daily and said that he thinks they would trade up to secure Josh Allen. So.
If we could guarantee
Go back to 5.
No, go to 6. If we could guarantee that Denver's going to take a QB and take Josh Allen, and we could go to 6 and fleece the Bills, knowing that they're going to take.
Oh, the Bills would give up the farm.
I don't trust anyone.
Let me give you guys a sleeper team, too, the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
And the Arizona Cardinals, they say, are super high on Josh Allen.
Yep.
So watch that, too.
I want Chubb. My point is I want Chubb.
I want Chubb, too.
Can we trade back and get Chubb as
my question is...
Unless you go to 5.
Here's a thought. Could we take a corner at 4?
I don't think so.
I don't want to.
I don't think so just because Minkah Fitzpatrick has been sliding down draft boards. I think Ward's more
I wanted
12.
Ward. Denzel Ward from Ohio State.
We could take him.
We just took Baker Mayfield at number 1.
You got to remember, though, we signed 4 DBs in the offseason.
Well, our defensive backs were terrible last year.
True, and we got Howard Wilson, our 3rd-round pick last year. Remember, tore his ACL, never played.
True.
And they like him, too. So
Maybe we draft a kicker at 4.
Yes, that's possible. Who's the best long snapper on the board?
You signed Brock Osweiler and got the Texans. No, this was for the trade last year. I'm sorry, for the Houston's pick. A player's there that is dynamic that will solidify your D line for the next 10 years. Don't trade. I don't trust any team to not take Chubb after what we saw from the Eagles this year. Don't even mess around with it. Just take the best pass rusher available.
Do they not say
and book in your D line and be done with it?
Defense wins championships.
Don't trade.
You guys want to hear something interesting that I think we've come full circle on? Everybody thought Sashi, analytics guy, Dorsey, more traditional football guy. Ironically, I think if Sashi was still the GM, Sam Darnold would be the quarterback right now. Isn't that interesting?
You're probably right.
Even though Baker Mayfield, PFF, and all the analytics people had Baker Mayfield as their number 1, I think if Sashi Brown's still here, Sam Darnold is.
We would have traded the first pick if Sashi Brown was still here.
Well, let's be honest. We'd definitely trade the 4th pick.
We're waiting. We're awaiting what the Jets.
This really
you know
messed
what's
up
funny? There was stories. Well, there was stories, guys. I forgot about this. That the Jets had actually already started writing plays in for Baker Mayfield around his skill set.
I believe it.
So, because look, this didn't even leak. Oh, look at this guy. This didn't even leak at all.
Is that Andy Reid?
It's Ron J. Listen.
No.
Listen. I didn't say that loud enough. All right, so.
But anyway, so I think that they're scrambling right now. Look, the Jets thought up until yesterday that Baker Mayfield was definitely going to be on the board.
The Jets pick is in, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. I'm going to say, who are you guys going to say? Real quick. Who do you think?
Josh Allen.
I think it's Rosen.
I think it's Rosen.
Rosen?
I think it's Rosen. I think it's Rosen.
Okay.
With the 3rd pick, the New York Jets select
Mark Sanchez.
Wait a minute. That threw me off there for a minute.
Belt fumble.
Oh, no. That play will go down.
They're going to milk. They're going to milk. There we go. They're milking this one, huh?
Well, they're trying to build some support for him.
Jen from Findlay, Ohio says, "Rest in peace, Browns. The season is wrecked before it starts." Really, Jen?
Look at that list of QBs.
I told you. I was on a show Sunday, and they told me predict who would be the most polarizing pick. I said Allen or Mayfield will both be extremely polarizing.
Of course.
People that love it. I think Darnold would have been the safe 80% of the people be okay, So
we're waiting.
I think the Jets are waiting for Chase to come back.
I guess so. Where'd he go?
It's Shake and Bake, and I help.
Good buddy of mine who happens to also own the Akron Auto Auction just texted me. He goes, "Hey, guess who the coach will be by week 6? Bob Stoops."
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. All right, Goodell's making his way here to the podium.
There we go.
Goodell just looked down and laughed at the name. With the 3rd pick, the New York Jets select Sam Darnold. That's the 2nd pick now that I've gotten correct.
Warm those tweets up. You're the man.
Hey, look at the crowd. Look at the faces in our crowd right now. Just look at them. Look at the faces right now. What I see right now is I see faces that feel like the Jets just stole from us. That's what I see. Okay.
Yeah,
the Browns are on the clock.
Warm up. Sam Darnold wouldn't have been as good in Cleveland.
Chase is running back.
Chase is running back. He wants to chime in here.
Sam Darnold. The Jets just stole our quarterback.
So for the record, I called Barkley at 2. I called Darnold at 3. 4, we trade out. I'm saying it right now. We trade out.
They both need quarterbacks.
Nope.
They're going to trade back with the Bills.
They both need quarterbacks.
Watch the Cardinals. Watch the Cardinals here. I'm telling you.
But we control our own destiny.
Buffalo has more to give, though, Jeremy, than Arizona.
And trade back in at the bottom of the first.
Buffalo has 2 first-round picks that we can get our hands on.
And you know what? If I'm the Browns to not take Bradley Chubb, I want both this year and their next year first-round pick.
The new GM of the Buffalo Bills said that he would do whatever it took to make them a winning franchise.
Let's just pause. Hit the pause button.
Throw in the Sean McCoy then.
Put Garrett.
Not a bad idea.
Put Garrett on one end, put Chubb on the other, and put Agba somewhere in the middle of that mix. Think about what you got.
Well, they
right
run a
there.
4-3 defense, correct?
But just think about what you got right there.
Exactly. Why not run you could run a 3-3-5 and
you do whatever you want with those
7
three.
minutes till the
They're going to eat quarterbacks. All right,
this one's going to go down to the last 10 seconds.
Do not overthink.
Yeah, they're on the phone.
They're on the phone.
I'm agreeing with him.
Do not overthink
We
this.
control our destiny.
Take Chubb.
So wait,
We've traded for 3 years. We have all these other assets.
Right, but Chase,
take Chubb.
If they don't want Chubb, and you have the opportunity to increase your draft stock.
No, they want Chubb.
What? Buffalo's sitting there with 2 first-round picks. Buffalo calls you and says, hey, we'll give you our 2 first-round picks this year and maybe the first for next year.
Chubb is a blue-chip player. That means it's a player that the opposing team has to plan against. And if we have him paired with Myles Garrett,
it's going to be tough. You're not going to be able to double. You can't chip on both sides.
The better your pass
rush. Could they trade
listen,
Emmanuel Ogba?
There's a secret in the NFL.
Move him inside.
The better your pass rush is, the better your defensive backfield becomes.
Agreed.
So you can improve your defensive backfield by improving your pass rush. Your linebackers look better because of a better pass rush.
No,
it all starts in the trenches. And we have the opportunity right here to take Chubb. And literally for the next 5 years, at the very least, we have the most explosive and the best defensive line in the NFL.
And
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Let me piggyback off something that Greg Williams said. He said playing defensive line in the NFL is like being in a fist fight in a phone booth 75 times a day because that's 75 plays. Right. So he likes to play his guys. He likes to have 2 equally good defensive lines. So, you know what I'm saying? So if we have Agba still on the outside, you're rotating with Garrett and with Chubb. I like it. I agree, but I think they're probably overthinking it right now.
I don't. We have other executives around the league. We have one of the best front offices in the NFL who will not overthink this. This isn't their first draft. They've been executives before. Our previous front office, it was their first rodeo.
Right.
Yeah. Adults are running the show now.
If you look in that room right now, even with Scott McClugan, who was the Redskins GM, and
they're salivating
Seattle,
at these picks.
You have Dorsey,
but
you have Elliott Wolf.
This is not hard.
Are they wrong to sit there and do their due diligence and listen to what these teams are offering?
What we don't know, Chase, what we don't know is the Browns board. Harold Landry, a defensive end. Harold Landry, they might have Harold Landry just as high as Chubb on their board.
That is true.
They might have him graded similarly. So if they think they can trade down, get 2 more assets.
That is true.
And get someone that's just as good.
That's a good possibility.
Hey, we got 4 minutes. Let's give away a grill.
Right now?
Right now.
Well, no. I'd say we wait till after the pick.
No, I'm jumping the gun.
Let's
I want to give away a grill. I want to give stuff away.
Let's do the pick first.
No.
Let's do
pick first.
We got 4 minutes.
That's why we're here,
After the pick, we're going to want to talk about the pick.
Yeah,
that's the point.
All right,
let's
bring it
over.
over.
All right,
let's draw for a grill. Who wants to win a grill?
Drawing a grill.
Grab the box.
Grill time. Who wants a grill?
Who wants a grill out there?
Oh, yeah.
Can I
Shout out.
draw?
You draw.
I would love to draw. Let's
Hot
go.
Rod,
draw.
shout out to the place, your neighborhood place for all hot tubs, grills, and fireplaces. And right now, the winner of a Weber grill is
Ticket number 1152718.
What's his name?
Nick. We have a winner. Come on down.
That's all there is to it. A winner.
There you go.
Just like that.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Congratulations,
until the pick
Nick.
timer is up. Congrats, Nick, on your Weber grill. You have to go to the place to pick it up. Go to the place. It's off Medina Road in Akron.
3 minutes.
You all looked at me funny. Give away a grill, man.
I didn't think we'd give it away that fast.
I'm with you.
I figured people would have to pull their tickets out, look at it, you know.
So I think because
we could draw
this
out.
is taking so long,
Shayla's calling a trade.
they are fielding calls.
Well, they're going to field them up to the last second.
Shayla's calling a trade right now.
Okay, here's a wild card. Is Quentin Nelson, how high is he on the board, Jeremy? Would you be upset with the Quentin Nelson pick, O-line out of Notre Dame?
I would, just because he's
At
a guard.
4?
He's a guard. No, he's going to go in the top 10. He's probably the best player in the draft.
He'll go in the
However,
top 6.
we have 2 of the top
Sal
5 highest paid We have two of the ties.
Dude, he's got some white teeth.
He does.
Dang.
Sao Paulo's a legend. Two of the
some
top
white teeth.
We have two of the top 5 highest paid guards in the league right now.
The Browns pick is in.
Here we
Chubb,
go,
baby.
No
Browns pick is in.
On Twitter, McNeil Reflog18 says the Browns put themselves in position where they need to draft a quarterback to make up for a mistake they made 3 picks ago.
Oh my! All right, are we ready? Are we ready?
Here we
So
go.
around the horn, real quick, Jeremy.
It's got to be Bradley Chubb. They're
Chubb,
making a bigger
Chase, Chubb,
Chubb. Anytime you get a corporate Chubb,
I mean, I don't think
Heyo! Chanting Chubb.
The pick is in. They did not like any calls that they fielded. They announce a pick if it's traded, right? Instead of saying pick is in.
No. They'll put that up on the screen. They'll put it up on the screen.
We got Twitter. We got. Hold on.
It's got to be. Did they trade it? Did someone have that?
Who's on Twitter right now?
Ken Carmen just tweeted out,
Browns
"Oh my!"
passed on Chubb. It's not Chubb.
It's not Chubb.
It's not Chubb.
Oh my goodness.
It's not Chubb?
All that I know is that
I'm going to turn this table over.
Ken Carmen just tweeted out, "Oh my!" in all caps.
I will turn this table over.
It's not Chubb.
It's
right?
Denzel Ward.
Buckeye.
What?
If it's a Buckeye, I'm cool with that.
Are you confirming that?
It could be another quarterback. No, they wouldn't take 2 quarterbacks.
It's not a quarterback.
Is it for sure?
Kyle Kelly on Twitter.
So it is.
What? Who?
Denzel Ward.
Just wait till it's go.
Wait a minute.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
With the 4th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, our Cleveland Browns select Denzel Ward, quarterback out of Ohio State.
Unbelievable. I think this is the Saints effect. I think this is the Marshawn Lattimore Saints effect.
Ohio State, and he played in, Denzel Ward played at Nordonia. I saw him play in high school. Marcus Lattimore, Ohio State's become the cornerback U. So
I did say Ward at 4.
You did. You're on fire.
Hashtag
Roddy.
what just happened.
Unbelievable.
I agree with what Jeremy said.
Buckeye drafted for the Browns since, does anyone know?
Since ever. No, because that's the biggest gripe, right? That we never draft Buckeyes. Well, we just did at number 4.
Over Chubb.
4.32 speed, a little undersized, but makes plays like that, good ball skills. But
automatically one of the favorites on defense. And First Energy Stadium.
Denver takes Josh Allen. I think that's pretty much a consensus.
This couldn't be working out better for any of these teams below us, I feel.
No.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll admit I'm a little in shock.
Buffalo's got to be ecstatic.
Yeah, the Mayfield pick shocked me. The Ward pick shocks me.
So now you still have Rosen and Allen and Chubb all still on the board.
Do we use assets to come back up?
We can't get that high.
Not that high, but I mean the next 2 for sure.
I think we can go top 15.
I could see us jumping back into the early to mid 20s. Man, oh man,
who's excited? Yay!
I think everybody's in shock.
Everyone's in shock. No one knows. Got some people there. Hey, I don't know about you guys. I just ordered some wings, so I'm gonna be munching. I'm gonna be munching.
Just eat, man.
Can tell you that much.
Just eat.
Little hungry.
I'm
protein.
Well, I'm stunned.
Unbelievable.
What's happening on Twitter there? I don't even know what to say. The show just went a different direction.
It is.
This is from someone here in studio. He's been on the Browns' radar since before Dorsey was here. Is that John? John, my man.
It's Joe.
His name's Joe?
That's Joe. Joe just said that, okay? He's out there.
Oh, Joe. I said John.
All right, so.
My bad, Joe.
Here's
J.R. Shaw.
This is straight from Tony Grossi. Tony Grossi is tweeting out, I've got the same feeling that I've had 4 years ago. We keep repeating the same mistakes. This is a complete buzzkill.
Wow. Because he's talking like Manziel and Gilbert.
That's from Tony Grossi. Wow.
Oh, boy. Get that.
Manziel, Gilbert. Oh, my gosh.
What do you think about it?
Baker, Ward. Wow.
I'm telling you, this is the Saints effect. I'm really surprised Barkley went at 2, just because you can get running backs at value.
Yeah, but for the Giants, I think they wanted that playmaker.
Go LeBron.
How Lattimore changed the Saints' defense, Jeremy, this season.
Go Cavs.
And made it elite. I really think they wanted a physical man-to-man corner, and they believe Ward is going to be able to. I think this also gives a boost of confidence to Myles Garrett. They really expect him to take a massive leap.
This
in year
confirms
2.
that it's Agba and Garrett on the edge. and that they're confident with that.
I think it's a more of endorsement that Garrett is their guy. Unbelievable.
I'm stunned.
All right, so from a programming note,
unbelievable.
I'm going to shut down the YouTube fan cam because they're pretty much are there, but I'm on the hotspot, so I'm going to shut down. So everybody wave at that computer right there because you're all excited about what just happened. Everybody wave goodbye to the YouTube fan cam.
I waved.
Your enthusiasm is fantastic
over here. Unbelievable.
Hey, honey, come on over and shut down YouTube. The mouse is right there.
Please.
Yeah, thank
right
you.
There, right
thank
there.
you, Chase.
I'll tell you, I did not see Ward at 4 coming,
No.
to be honest.
Unbelievable. Jeremy, what do you think, man? Baker and Ward, what are your thoughts? What draft grade would you give the Browns right now, Jeremy and Akron?
You probably don't want to know.
Let's hear it. Hey, hot takes, man.
No, I'm going to say.
They want to know.
Right now, I'm going to say an incomplete.
Nope, I won't. Unacceptable.
I want
C plus. A C plus.
I'll give it a C plus. I saw the value in Chubb at 4, and I really thought that would be I was sold on that. So I don't know, man. I mean, I love Ward and I love the Buckeyes, and I know everybody remembers the famed hit against Maryland with the great call. You got barbecue back there. Remember the Gus Johnson call of his big hit against Maryland.
Yep.
But just
I love Gus.
and I love Gus. But
Broncos
it's
pick
just
is in.
shocking to me.
So you say a
Broncos
C plus?
pick
Broncos
is in.
I'm going to say, man, Allen or Rose. I'm going to say Allen.
It's going to be Allen.
I think it's got to be Josh Allen.
Allen could be the
Allen or
pick here to
Rosen.
learn under Case Keenum. Case Keenum had an incredible year for the Vikings last year. I'm kind of bummed that they
He's
didn't.
very
sign him
underrated,
back.
yeah.
What were they
player.
thinking?
Oh,
They took him to the NFC.
oh, you're saying what are they thinking to the Vikings? I thought you were saying what are you thinking to me?
No, what were they
Okay.
thinking?
Hank gave me this biggest
No.
stank Hank face. I was like,
Wow.
wow, dude.
The Vikings, I couldn't believe they did that.
I know, right?
I could see a trade here. Someone trading up for Chubb. You could see them moving back. I mean,
you'd have to give Denver the farm. They want a franchise QB.
We just unwrapped our Christmas gifts. We were expecting a Red Ryder BB gun, and we got a Ken and Barbie doll together.
We got a Yugo.
Hot take city over here. What draft game would you give the Browns? Hank, you've been pretty quiet too, to be honest. Hank's been on his phone with his agent, replying to comments. Hank, draft grade for the Browns at the Manziel and not Manziel.
You just went Manziel and Gilbert. You just went Manziel and Gilbert.
I don't think so, Tim.
With Baker and Ward here.
I'm going to give the Browns at this moment a C minus.
Man, tough crowd.
C minus.
Tough crowd. Hot Rod.
We had our destiny. We had control of our own destiny.
And we took it. We grabbed hold of it.
Not with Ward.
With Stones.
Not with
Are you
all.
kidding me?
Not with all the signings. All the signings that we just did in the offseason.
To take
Not to
a
interrupt.
quarterback.
All the
with
cornerbacks.
the fifth pick.
No one cares. Who cares about the Broncos in here? No
select-
one. That's for dang
let's see who
sure.
it is.
That's for dang sure. Good for him, whoever it is. to have the Stones, I'm going to keep
I
talking
can't believe
just because that's
there
how much
hasn't been a
disrespect
trade yet.
I
Everyone
hate.
thought there was going to be all this jockeying for position.
Nope.
Not
It's
a
'cause
single trade yet.
Everyone wanted Baker. To have the Stones to draft a quarterback and
Here we go,
a
here we go.
corner.
This kid's doing it.
I'm sick of being interrupted by Roger Goodell.
The Denver Broncos select.
Come on, kid.
Oh, come on, man. Give the kid a
They
break.
select.
Man.
He's like, hold on a sec.
Today, Junior.
Hey.
Jeez. The crowd is getting feisty.
There we
He
go,
just
there we
handed
go.
him the card.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, we don't like the Broncos.
We have no reason to be complaining when Dan Gilbert's son does our pick. So we need
Bradley Chubb.
God dang it.
Imagine him and Von Miller.
Oh, my goodness.
I need to walk.
Hank's
I need to walk.
Hank's getting up.
I need to walk.
Hank is taking a walk.
Hank is Hank is
Hank
walking
Forster
away.
throws the pin.
Pen's gone.
Pin's gone.
He just took the phone.
Pin is gone. He screamed. Throws his phone. It got really quiet, like mommy and daddy are fighting.
Denver, from Adam Schefter, Denver considered trading back, never found a deal they liked, just took the best player available.
So the Colts will take Nelson.
I'm better.
Colts are up now.
Colts will take
So-
Nelson.
Unless they trade back again, which I can
So
see.
Chase, you had asked me before the pick was announced what my draft grade was.
For the Browns, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be bluntly honest. I have not liked either one of these two picks that they've made. I'm giving them a D right now.
A D?
A D.
My goodness, guys. I'm going to go A minus, and here's why. I'm going to go A minus. Here's why. Do the Browns need a quarterback?
Yes.
Yes. Did we draft one of the most successful, talented, accurate quarterbacks available, the best in this draft?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Moon Man.
That was Marv Albert.
Moon Man got my back.
Send it go.
Do the Browns need a cornerback?
No.
Did quarterbacks have their way with us last year in the season?
But what did we just do in free agency and trades? And
we just signed who?
Didn't we just pick up like 6 corners? 6 of them.
Not a number 1 shutdown corner.
But you just said.
So here's what the Browns went and did. The Browns went and drafted.
Jamar Taylor's gone. You can go.
Jamar has just been traded.
They rumors were today that he's being shot.
He's traded or cut.
You're contradicting yourself. You wanted the best.
I did.
7 minutes ago, you wanted the best defensive line for 10 years to come. That was
I
you.
did. That's what I was saying. But I also said that the D-line makes your defensive backfield better. And whenever you select the best corner available, it's like steroids shot in the arm, man. So I'm giving the Browns, hear this, the Browns have an A- with these 2 picks. I love it. I love it. I love what they're doing. Thank you. And I think this is going to right the ship for years to come. The cornerstones.
Hey, Dave.
Moon Man is on it.
Hey, Dave, you got a cigarette for me? I don't even smoke. You got a cigarette? I don't even smoke. You got one for me? Oh. I am not happy.
They got any summer shandy?
I wish I had a different shirt on underneath this.
Unbelievable.
Look at Bob. Bob, what's your reaction?
This.
Jay, you know what? Let's get some fan reactions. Go ahead. You go ahead first. You're our expert.
Expert. That's very, very kind. I'll say this. I was in Kaiser's corner. I was against him sitting that game when Hogan started. Hogan ended up being
Hulk Hogan.
I wanted him
being
to
a
play.
bust. I actually called Week 10. You go back and listen to our podcast against the Lions. I called Taylor, Tyrod Taylor, to the Browns in that podcast. I have been gunning for Baker all offseason. Des Bryant's pumped about the moves. And
nailed it.
What's going on, Jeremy? You can share.
Des Bryant just tweeted out, "Say what you want about the Browns. They making moves." Des Bryant is currently a free agent.
Okay.
Another wide receiver.
Can he still catch?
Hey,
can he still run?
Could you wait? Stop.
Also,
stop. Wait. Hold on. Stop.
Chase had a take. Go on.
If you want to re-energize the fan base who have been clamoring for an Ohio State Buckeye for years,
the Indianapolis Colts have made their selection.
The pick is in.
Here we go.
We go up and draft Denzel Ward.
I'm gonna say Quentin Nelson if they take it to one.
Why not protect your number 1 asset? In
Yep,
Andrew
it
Luck.
is.
Quinn Nelson,
Notre
Dame.
Called it. All right,
Quentin.
Probably the best player in the draft.
A-. Giving the Browns an A-.
I wanted Santa to come, and I got Krampus.
Hank is, and you gave him a C, and you're more upset than this.
I wanted Santa. I got Krampus.
You know, to back up here just for a second, we talked about Des Bryant.
Hey,
could you imagine the receiving core for 1 second?
I need a kiss from my wife. Come here. Come on.
Could you, Chase? If you have Josh Gordon.
Yep.
Corey Coleman.
Nah.
Jarvis Landry.
Yep.
And potentially Des Bryant. David Njoku.
Njoku in the middle.
You've got
so I think that would keep Landry. If this Des Bryant thing, I don't even know how, what kind of wheels that has. I think Des Bryant just really likes our draft pick with Baker Mayfield.
That could.
Plus, he's probably looking for a job. I mean,
well, he did just turn down a multi-year deal with the Ravens. The Ravens offered him a multi-year deal.
I would turn down a multi-year deal with the Ravens.
He only wants a 1-year deal.
Hey, we got crowd reaction coming in. We got crowd reaction. We got Bob out in the crowd. Can this night get any worse? We got Dave.
Goodness.
We got Dave in the crowd. Let's draft all undersized guys. We got we got Craig.
Jeremy
and
Akron is the next pick.
We got Craig in the crowd. Wow, that was draft. We get a draft participation trophy for the night. We got Scott out there, B- because Aaron Goldhammer now gets. Yeah, I'm not.
Somebody's got to fill me in on this.
No,
off air.
People are eating.
Well, we'll do this off air.
All right. Moon Man.
Jeremy's food came.
We got to kill some time until something happens. Can we hotten up that mic? Can we live that mic for people? This mic right here? All right. All right, guys, we're going to open up the floor right now. If you want to come up and be live and make a statement, we've got some time to kill, right? We're going to be on for a bit. We want to see what happens. There's a potential. On Twitter, we have confirmed that there's a good chance the Browns may trade back into the first round. All right? So we're going to keep rolling. And in the meantime, Moonman's going to hot the mic. Anybody that want to come up, you've been commenting. Please come up, state your first name, and we'll get your live comments right now. So why don't we start with Bob?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. 5 minutes left.
Anybody want to come up? Come on up and say some stuff for us.
We are live
here
Joe. At Edgar's Restaurant in Akron, Ohio.
Come on up. Don't be shy.
Come on
folks.
up to the mic, guys. Come on up.
Shouts to Edgar's Restaurant for hosting this incredible draft party.
You can't see them.
All right.
They're not in the shot.
My
That's
man.
Okay. That's okay. They don't have to be.
Say your name and your Twitter handle.
Just say name, Twitter handle, all that good stuff.
My name is Joe Shaw, and my Twitter handle is JR Shaw.
That's right.
55.
All right, so what's your take? Where are you? Give them a grade. Tell us what you like, what you don't like.
Well, the first pick in the draft, Mayfield wasn't my top overall rated quarterback, but I'll tell you, I like him as long as he's not a distraction. That's my biggest thing. I think he's got all the ability in the world. I'm not concerned about his height. As long as he's not a distraction to the team.
Would not take Nelson over Ward.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
Buccaneers traded pick to the Bills.
Bucks traded to
And the Bills get Josh Rosen.
Or Josh Allen.
I'm calling Rosen.
All right, keep going, Joe. Keep going. What about Ward?
Denzel Ward, not a lot of people are excited about Denzel Ward. Everyone in Bradley Chubb, as did I, but
you can have
we just got a lockdown corner. We got the number one corner rated in the draft this year.
You're right.
By about everybody. And
You're right.
Look at Ohio State's history for defense.
Chase, your wings have arrived.
The last however many years.
You're right.
Denzel Ward's a great player.
Thank you.
We might have drafted him a little bit higher than what other people said, but it addressed a major need in our secondary. Who's our number one rated corner, before Denzel Ward?
Right. We did address that in the offseason, though, but that's okay.
Yeah,
all right.
We didn't get a number one, though.
We got
You're right.
nobody.
You're right.
Curry's more of a two.
Who's going to line up against Antonio Brown?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. And he's got the exact skill set to match up with Antonio Brown.
Yep.
Smaller, quicker. So that's a great point.
Thank you, Joe.
That's
Let's hear for Joe, everybody. Let's hear for
Joe.
Hey, Chase.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and show a wing. Show a wing to Twitter.
These wings are ridiculous.
That's an actual wing. They come
what
on as
flavor?
a wing, right? Show it to Facebook.
Chase,
too.
what's the
It's
flavor?
the full
This
wing.
is it's just breaded wing. It's
so you got
a little spice.
You can get okay.
I didn't order
Did
it.
they come with flavors or no? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
but that's delicious.
excellent.
Let me give you an update from Twitter. The natives are not happy with the Denzel Ward pick.
I didn't think they would be. They probably had my reaction.
It is not going over well.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, we've been so excited. We've been waiting so long. We wanted to make a splash. We wanted to do what we think as fans we would want to do, and then it doesn't go as we would do, right? So,
But we got to, like I say all the time on our podcast, we got to remember they know more than
we
know.
do, right?
They know. That's
they've
why
sat
they get
down with
paid.
the coaches.
We trust that.
They've watched film with the coaches. They've watched film with the players. So you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like I said before, this is a new group. It's proven track records.
We're jaded.
The Buffalo Bills have made their pick.
Me and Chase just sat through negative 10 degrees.
I'm calling it right
at a
now.
parade.
I'm saying
Okay?
it's Rosen. I think it's Rosen,
I'm going to
hands
say
down.
Allen.
I know Buffalo did not like Allen. They weren't high on him.
I'm going to say it's Joe.
Joe.
Joe
Mama.
Mama.
Joe Mama.
Oh, we're allowed mama jokes?
Oh, there it is.
Mama jokes?
Hey-o. Wait a minute. Are we?
Your mom? What?
Are we?
No.
I can't do that.
All right, so here we go. The Buffalo Bills.
Goodell takes forever to get to the podium.
Buffalo Bills are taking another person we could
I'll
have
tell you
had.
what. The Buffalo Bills in the 90s were fantastic. I understand they lost four Super Bowls.
That's what Bill stood for. Boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
All right, so the Buffalo Bills have selected.
Who we got? It's one of the two. Oh, I already know.
You got tweet? Okay. Wow.
Josh Allen.
He's pumped.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
Big body.
That weather, he's going to do well in
Used to
Buffalo.
playing in that
Spin
weather.
it through the wind. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Big guy, fits the mold to play well in the Northeast.
Now let's forget about football and tell his story. His story is incredible.
Raised on a farm in Northern California.
Yeah.
Was essentially a farmhand. Didn't have a. Yeah.
This is next year.
Josh Allen, didn't get any offers out of college. Went to JUCO. Got one offer to Wyoming. Took a Wyoming team that was 2-10 to 2 straight bowls for the first time in 25 years. So, count for something. That guy, I'll tell you what. Look at that screen. That guy looks like a quarterback. That guy looks like a Northeast quarterback.
I love that Buffalo already had his jersey made up.
They have a machine out
that.
back.
Yeah,
I know they do.
Yeah,
I always find that
Hey-o. So, yeah, they got a machine right there. Boom.
funny. Got him.
Is that for real? What you just got was that? Dude, they're hooking us up, man. Those are massive wings for that price right
That's
there.
why I just ordered some wings. Chase got me on that one.
Once
Got
again,
him.
folks, big round of applause for Edgar.
Thank you, Edgar.
The pricing of this.
Man, I
Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
Just
Stab me with a knife.
just
Why couldn't we see all of Baker's nice throws? Instead, we had
Oh,
to
we
see.
saw
I
it. We were
feel
paying
like-
attention. We were excited.
I feel like the air has been let out of my
No.
sails
We
here.
got to change it. We got to. Okay, Woosami. Thank you. Thank you.
Anger management.
We're good.
Great
All right,
Flacco.
we're good.
I'll breathe.
It's not as bad as we're making out.
No, it's not.
look at-
gotta dunk that.
A minus. That's what it is.
I don't know
minus.
if I'd go that high.
Wait. Who
A
said?
minus.
Andrew from North Carolina says, A minus, you're insane.
Thank
Where'd
you.
it go? Where'd it go?
Thank you.
Hey, where is it? A minus, you're delusional. Sorry, my bad. Wrong words.
It's all right. Hey,
I can't fathom how they had Denzel Ward that high.
Well,
I can't.
But back to what Jeremy said and what Chase said. He's a shutdown number one corner. We haven't had
Okay.
that since what's his name?
I think I said his skill set matches up against guys like Antonio Brown, which is the smaller, quicker receivers, which the league's going to a little bit.
Right.
He's a smaller, quicker guy. That's the one thing you do got to worry about, though, if he's your number one corner is he's undersized. He's a fast guy, but he's undersized. He's gonna have.
How tall? He's what, 6'1"?
No, I don't think
No,
5'11".
5'11"?
5'9".
5'10".
5'10"?
5'10",
5'10", 5'11", okay.
5'10", 185. He's a smaller guy. He did run a 4.32, which helps make up for it. But he's going to run up against guys like Julio Jones, 6'4", 240.
Hey, folks.
That's a nightmare.
But he does have 4.32 speed. He's similar to Marshawn Lattimore, who came out of nowhere to be one of the best rookies, one of the best DBs period in the league last year. So
Hey, folks.
similar
Go
skill
ahead,
set.
Go ahead. No, Hank, you're good.
Hey, folks, everybody in the audience right now, if you're on Twitter right now, what I'd like you to do is take a picture of all this right now. Take a picture of all this. Copy us, tweet us out, and say you're having fun tonight, regardless of who we're picking. So please, take a picture of the environment. Say we had a good time at Edgar's with the 3-0 to go guys and the orange.
Wow, look at what Buffalo gave up.
All right, so here's what Buffalo's giving.
That's not a bad trade.
No, not for Buffalo.
Please get us some pub.
Not at
Tweet
all.
us out.
Don't forget, we have one more grill to give away.
All right,
as
here we go.
well as our green egg
breaking news,
grill.
breaking news.
Here's some positivity. I did a Twitter poll. Grade the draft so far. I just put A, B, C, D. I didn't put F. We have 40% A, 33% B, 11% C, and 16% D. So Twitter's a little more positive than you guys.
Okay.
Which they're allowed to be.
Kate, did you eat yet?
Yo, my wife is.
Someone said they can't wrap their sore head around all this.
Sorry, I now just caught wind of what Goldhammer now has to do, and I
You're just figuring that out?
had no idea, and I just figured it out.
Yeah, we
and
don't. That's like Voldemort. We don't say that.
we
name.
don't.
We don't say that name.
Adam Knapp, who's here?
Where's Adam?
Where's Adam?
Adam, are you here?
He was here. I saw him. Oh, there he is. Just tweeted at me, not happy, 2014 repeat.
Tweet a picture of us, folks. Tweet a picture of us. Say you're happy and you're here, that you're happy about being here, but not necessarily happy with the draft.
Mayor of Canton.
Well, the Bears have made their selection. Not like we care at this point.
The Bears will draft a linebacker.
You think so?
Yeah, that's been the buzz. Virginia.
How does Josh Rosen feel right about now?
Sweating, man.
Is he going to be like Rodgers and continue to drop?
No, I think
Rosen's dropping.
He's not going to get past 15. He's not going to go 8, 9, or 10 without a trade. I mean, there's no chance he goes to Chicago, San Francisco, Oakland.
Is Chicago truly sold on Trubisky, though?
100%. They gave up so much last year.
Yeah.
It's the same regime. They
and you know what? He played well, actually, at times. So, sorry.
How was that burger?
Good.
Was it good? Mm-hmm. Dude, I've never seen wings come out as like whole wings.
Dude, I'm
like
so
that.
excited for those wings to show up. I'm hungry. I'm salivating over
saw
here.
me ordering them.
As soon as you got them, I'm like, I'm in. Oh,
Hey,
the
Sonia?
Bears fans are going.
Hey, Sonia.
The Bears are going crazy.
Go on.
Can I get some barbecue sauce on my wings?
The Chicago
people
Bears.
that are watching at home are tweeting pictures of us now.
They're tweeting.
See that? There you go.
Tweet
The
pictures
Bears
of us.
select
That's awesome.
Raekwon Smith.
Yeah.
Roquan
I think,
Smith.
Did we mock
From
it?
Georgia.
You said linebacker. You said
Yeah,
I
linebacker.
think
you
I
guys had
mocked
it.
it to the Bears.
The next up is 49ers. Reuben Foster was cleared of the charges. You see that?
Yeah, I did
was
see
he?
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
So then, who's your pick for San Francisco? Who you think?
I could see him.
Maybe a
man.
running back.
No, I could see him reaching for. Yeah, I heard that they love Darius Geis, who you guys talked about earlier. Could you see them reaching for Ridley out of
No, I think
Alabama?
I
don't think you can reach.
No,
them.
here's what I think.
I don't think
It's
you can
either
reach
it's
for
going to
him
be
there.
one of these three players. It's going to either be a running back, Minkah Fitzpatrick, or the safety from Florida. I think John Lynch is their GM.
Yeah.
And
There you go. That's a good point.
he's a big defensive guy.
correct.
Let me pull back up my big board.
Or give Garoppolo some help with the running back because they don't have Carlos Hyde, obviously. So
No,
that's
so they
a
do
need
have
for
a hole,
sure.
right?
And we're
9 might be a little high, but
Yeah, but we just saw Denzel Ward go at 4. So if that's their guy and that's who they want, they're going to take him.
Yeah.
man,
If we've learned anything from tonight, guys, is that we had no idea.
Hey,
Yeah.
people are sending me drinks based on my reaction.
look at all these drinks.
Look what's
Oh
going
my
on here.
goodness!
I've been sent drinks. I don't know who's sending me drinks, but
I think you're going to be Ubering home tonight.
is my dad still here?
Your dad. We need to get your dad a mic.
Is my dad still here? Man,
Dorsey,
I need a hug.
John Dorsey on Baker Mayfield. He wins the game of football, ultra competitive, revered by teammates.
All right, let's see. I got a big
6 foot
text.
tall.
I said he
Tony,
was
he is a leader of men.
leader of
They
men.
will run into battle no matter how much they're outnumbered because of Baker.
He's is he from Sparta?
He might be.
Does he have Sparta?
You know,
Dorsey said we have 2
I did
quality
hear-
players.
Ironically, here you go. Daniel Jeremiah's big board. He had Denzel Ward as the 4th best player in the draft.
wow.
So overall,
I will say,
Hugh- Baker Mayfield, 22nd.
Hugh and Dorsey are at the podium right now. And Berea.
oh, we need to get to press.
you got me scared
Wish we
there.
could
I'm
pull
like,
up their
whoa.
press conference.
But
Which
I
means they're
remember
probably not
Baker
trading back in.
Mayfield. He was asked
I mean,
how he felt
they're
about
not-
playing for Cleveland, and he said he would love to be the guy that turns the franchise around. I'll give him that. I'll
He's
give him
always
that.
said that. That's been his tune
Our brown
the entire
flag.
time.
See, the
Hey.
flag feels our pain right now.
Doesn't
the
that sound
flag
like-
is beginning to
Doesn't that sound
unravel.
like Wreck This League? Doesn't that sound like Wreck This League?
Nah.
I'm just saying. Sounds
That is such an unfair comparison.
The 49ers,
Manziel-
you're right.
the 49ers
Manziel
pick is in.
Did not care
Hey.
about football.
I told you, I'm all in on the guy now.
Manziel cared about making money and who he's going to.
He has to.
I'm gonna say-
Mayfield has to come in and
I'm
prove
going to say
himself.
Derwin James is the pick.
Is that the safety from
Yeah.
Florida State?
Safety from Florida State. Yep. What are you going to say?
I'm going to go running back.
You're
Darius
going Geis?
Yeah.
Wow.
They love Geis. I read an article out of San Francisco. They love Geis.
I'm going to say McGlinchey.
Right tackle? Out of Notre Dame?
Yep.
It could be. That's not a bad mock. I really like that.
Do they need a backup quarterback?
It's reaching a bit, but
You
if
can't,
he's your guy,
You can't go
Got it.
wrong
No.
on a lineman.
you got your quarterback.
Yep.
You got your
Garoppolo.
quarterback.
I'm a sauce guy, and this barbecue sauce is
Amazing.
the best.
That's what I got, so I'm excited.
Edgar's, man. Edgar's.
My cousin tweeted me earlier and said that this place had the best prime rib he has ever had.
I promised my wife I wouldn't make a Men in Black joke. Edgar. It's like an Edgar suit.
Nope.
My good friend, I have a good friend.
Thank you, Moon.
I have a good friend who's a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and he said he feels like he just opened underwear and socks.
I told you. We wanted a Red Ryder BB gun.
So not all the. My other buddy just sent me a picture of him in his Baker Mayfield jersey. So there you go.
I want one so bad.
Well, you can order one tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah. Wow, they're available.
ClevelandBrowns.com.
If you don't want a jersey, you can go get a T-shirt. We're at Hot Rod Orange.wear. RepOhioClothing.com.
It's shaking bake, and I help.
He does.
That's right.
He knows your name's Roddy, right?
He does. But Hot Rod seems to work tonight.
He told me to call me. He told me to say
I
Hot
said
Rod.
he could call me Hot Rod.
Sounds good. I like
we'll
it.
pay homage to
Rod
one of my
Piper.
favorite wrestlers of all
Why
time.
not? Orange.RepOhioClothing.com gives the best T-shirts for the very best fans in the NFL. Rep your favorite team, always Rep Ohio. We want to shout out also our presenting sponsor for the live NFL draft show here at Edgar's Restaurant, The Place in Akron, Ohio.
The 49ers select.
Roger and I are going to have words here in a minute.
Oh, Hank.
Mike McGlinchey, tackle Notre Dame.
Take that, Twitter. We know our stuff. Come on now. We need some more of those.
I think it's a bit of a reach, but he's the best tackle in the draft, so we need a tackle.
All right, so now who goes? Oakland takes who?
If you're going down the board, it's
I can
best
see
available.
Gruden Grinder, Vita Via. Remember? Hey, where is Curtis Nemeth? Curtis, if you're here, come up here.
Curtis Nemeth.
All right, so this was sent to me. This was sent to
Curtis, come on up.
Curtis.
He doesn't mean John Gruden. We got to get him on.
This was sent to me from the Edgar's staff because of my temper tantrum. So I guess I'm supposed to drink this.
Well, Hank, you did throw a massive
from the Edgar staff. I don't even know what this is.
It's water. Settle down.
I could tell it's going to hurt. I could tell it's going to hurt.
It looks like water.
Oh, that ain't water.
This is
Folks,
water.
we have a special guest. John Gruden is here with us. He's going to tell us who he's going to take.
John, come on over here.
There's a mic over there.
John, we need you to use the mic here.
John, tell us who the Raiders are going to pick here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go on the clock.
Hold on, wait.
Stop.
John, ladies and gentlemen, John Gruden.
Hey, can you hear me? All right, yeah, man. I don't know. Last time I was with the Raiders, I picked up a kicker, so I'm looking at the kicker list. Sebastian Janikowski out there.
Turn him up. Turn him up.
Hey, John, you guys just released Janikowski.
Whoa, what the heck, man? I didn't sign up for this. I didn't get $100 million contract to release Seabass, man. That was not in my contract.
Oh, my God.
So you said you wanted to take football back to the 90s.
Yep, that means drafting the fullback that can run spider through Y banana. That's going to light this offense up. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's going to take us right to the Super Bowl.
Well, John, we're excited. You have 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Hey, John, what are you doing right now in the draft room?
You know what? I'm partying with Reggie McKenzie. This guy's more of a ball than I was with 10 years with Mel Kiper on that draft stage, man. This guy's awesome. I love being with this guy.
Yep.
What kind of snacks do you guys got in there?
We got Cheez-Its. We got quesadillas. We got barbecue chicken wings, man, from Hooters. Even though I'm not an official spokesperson anymore for Hooters, but yep.
Are you still a spokesperson for Corona?
I can't say, man. It's in my contract. I can't say.
All right, John, are you going to miss the Gruden's camp, quarterback camp?
You know what? I am. I miss hitting those guys with those pool noodles. That was my favorite part. I think they're going to bring that to Raiders camp. Just throwing some pool noodles around and having them on the whiteboard. That's going to be fun.
Well, John, if you can stick around with us here for a couple
wait a
more
minute.
minutes.
Oh, no, I'm not on the clock anymore. Now, what the heck? I didn't sign up for this, man.
John, what did you do?
All right.
John,
I got to go talk to Reggie, guys.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We'll call you back up.
We'll call you back up for your
John
pick.
Gruden, everybody.
Jeremy, I think right here, this is Josh Rosen.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Wow, that was intense.
That was
awesome?
spot on.
I told you, man.
John Gruden in the house, friend of the show. John Gruden.
John Gruden's actually got an episode coming up to break down the draft with us, so stay tuned for that.
I got a question.
Go.
Is Minka still out there?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. But that guy was awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
I honestly think here that you've got to give it to Josh Rosen here. He'll go to Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, if Arizona's coming up, you know they want a quarterback.
Well, yeah, there's only one left.
He's next up, best available, right?
Well, don't forget, if we're going by the good looks meter, the number one guy is still on the board.
Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph is still out there. So
I think Baker's a good-looking guy.
It just Baker looks like Alfred E. Newman. It depends on.
Wow.
Not an attractive man, no. But if it depends on what you want in your quarterback. If you're looking for a guy who looks good doing it, Mason Rudolph's probably your guy.
Hey, all the ladies in the house, is Baker Mayfield a good-looking guy? We have yes.
That was a half yeah.
One was really excited to answer that question. Yeah.
Crickets.
Hey, my wings just arrived.
I'm going off screen to eat these, so.
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. Somebody talk. I'll talk.
Hold on, I'm trying to get some info here.
Jeremy's
Bring
in his
Gruden
phone.
back.
All right,
up
why have they not put their pick in yet? This has been 3 minutes.
2 minutes. You get an extra couple minutes when you take over on
You
the
said
clock.
when everything dies down, do a hot take. I got a hot take. Okay.
Let's hear a hot take.
All right, so here we are. Kickoffs. Where are you? What?
Rosen?
What, Rosen?
There's a hot
You're a
take.
Rosen guy.
Hot take alert.
Where are you guys on eliminating kickoffs? That's been a topic lately because of concussions. I think it's a stupid, dumb idea because it changes the game of football to the point where you can't go back from that.
I'm not a fan of eliminating kickoffs. I'm not a fan of eliminating the no wedge rule.
What?
And I'm not a fan of moving the ball up to to have more touchbacks. I think a kickoff is a pretty integral part of a game, and they make and break games sometimes. And eliminating that facet of special teams is handicapping the game. I understand football's a dangerous sport, and I understand the NFL has tried to cover that up. But it's a dangerous sport when you play it.
And there's a third, I'd say roughly a third of the league is only on a team to do special teams.
100%.
So, you literally eliminate jobs and you eliminate position players that would eventually, because here's what happens, right? Like, a perfect example is the Browns. Everybody gets hurt all the time. So you end up pulling off of those players that are down in the special teams
Gary
coverage
Barnes
units.
was a perfect example. Gary kind of made his way in the pros as a special teams player. And I don't know. I think it's a fun, exciting time. Josh Cribbs was incredible. He kept us in games. He won a couple games because of his role in special teams. And you don't really see that much anymore.
To me, it's a different game without the kickoff. You know what I mean? It's a different game. It's called football, and you're not going to kick anymore. You know
How the hell do you have an onside kick?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an exciting play in football.
It changes the game.
Without kickoffs, guys, you wouldn't have two of the best return men in the game, Devin Hester and Josh Cribbs. If you take those kickoffs away, what they've done is meaningless.
Yeah. Is that Layla?
Dante, yeah.
Is that Layla?
My daughter is best friends with her.
With Layla? I did not know that. We did their wedding. So, yeah, cool.
I feel like the Raiders gave up
Layla's
a third and a fifth. Well,
not much.
That's not really that much.
Move up. That's nothing.
To move up.
All right, here comes a
five
pick.
spots?
Here comes a pick for Arizona, guys.
Took so long.
Josh Rosen, I'll beat him to it. It
guys
has
think
to
it's
be
Rosen.
Rosen.
Joe's like crying in his beer back there. Joe's crying in his beer.
Joe, where are you from? Joe, where are you from? Canton.
He came away.
Where the Hall of Fame's from. Yay.
The Hall of Fame's from.
Called it.
Josh Rosen. Quarterback, UCLA.
Larry Fitzgerald.
So now Miami is on the clock.
They're taking Minka. I got Miami taking Minka.
I mocked Denzel Ward to them.
I got Miami taking Minka.
We both did.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we took Ward over Minka.
I think it'll be Minka. Minka, they said the problem with Minka is he's not that fast. He's not that big. He's just a solid football player, and they're not sure he can play on the outside. They think he'll have to play either safety or like a slot corner. And how high is too high to draft a guy who's going to play on the inside is the question.
Yeah.
Or he's a safety. They asked Nick Saban, said his best position is probably safety. So safeties are another one of the positional importance meter.
Right.
Far down.
Right. I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know. Where are we right now? Hey, let's have another fan. Let's have another fan come up.
Want to do one more? You'll do a grill now because all we got left is the big green.
Let's give away a grill. Who wants a grill?
Who wants a girl? A grill. Who wants a girl? Who wants a grill?
Who wants a grill?
We're give away another grill.
We're giving away a grill.
There is
Dina. Grab it for us.
I got these two. My buddy had to get the kids home.
I'll pull this one. I haven't pulled one yet. You get to pull the egg then.
Oh.
It's a big responsibility.
I'll do it.
All right, here we go. Giving away a grill. God, this Powell family's cleaning up. Ticket number 1152710. Winner, Hunter Powell. Hunter Powell. Hunter Powell. Hashtag.
Fix.
Hashtag must be 21 to win.
Fixed.
Must be 21 to win.
Give him his certificate.
I'm calling fixed. Fixed.
Yeah, I pulled it, so you know it wasn't fixed. I didn't look.
That we know. Could have been marked.
That one's the egg. This is the, yep.
All right, so Hunter Powell, winner, chicken wing dinner. Bam.
All right.
The Dolphins are on the clock. I think the Dolphins are a little upset that I think that's why the Cardinals moved
The
up
Cardinals,
to 10.
definitely, because the Miami could have been looking at a franchise quarterback. Nobody knows Tannehill's status.
Is there still a franchise quarterback on the board?
Yes,
Right
his
now?
name is Michael
Lamar
Jordan,
Jackson.
hashtag Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
That's what I got told today on Twitter. They're like, I go, can we draft LeBron? And they're like, yes, his name is Lamar Jackson.
I think he is a franchise quarterback.
All right, folks, seriously, let these guys eat. Somebody come up, give some fan reaction. Let's make that mic hot. Come on up. Don't be shy. Come on up, guys. Bob, you've been messaging us. Come on up before you leave. Come on up, give your reaction, Bob. Come on. He just did back.
Can't do that.
He just did back into the left. Oh, he went JFK on me. Oh, all right. So they're eating. So I'm going to keep talking about whatever. All right. Another hot take I have in the hot take meter. Where do we go here? Tyrod Taylor is a 3,000-yard passer year in and year out. Coupling that with two. That take's gone. We didn't take Barkley. Never mind.
Oh, there's still a lot of good running backs.
So
All
let's
the running
say
backs
this.
are on the board.
Will Baker start a game this year for the Browns?
Oh, there we go.
No.
Absolutely. You know why? Because that's what the Browns do.
The one thing I'll say, though, is Tyrod Taylor has been incredibly durable for a running quarterback.
Yep.
He hasn't missed a start because of injury.
Yep.
So that is something
I
to
hope
keep an eye on.
Baker does not start
Wait
a game
a minute.
this year.
But he's gonna.
He did. Last year he missed it. He missed a start. Yes, he did.
I'm calling Fitzpatrick.
Yes, he did because of his knee. He missed a game. He missed a start.
Did he?
Yes.
I thought
That's
he
where
said
Nathan Peterman came from.
No, I thought that Peterman.
They benched him.
They benched him for Peterman.
But I think they benched him because he was hurt
well,
and he couldn't play because he was ineffective.
We are not even halfway through the first round here in the NFL draft. On a Thursday night, round 2 is tomorrow on your cable box. We will
Fox.
not. We will not be hosting.
pick
a
is
live
in.
draft
Okay,
show.
so who are we saying?
Fitzpatrick.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Bob Jones.
Say Derwin. I don't know, man.
Ooh. Yes. I think
James.
Derwin James.
Derwin James or Lamar Jackson. How about that?
I'd say Lamar Jackson. They need a quarterback.
At 11, I wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me.
Here we go, guys, with the Dolphins.
With the 11th pick in the NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select Minka Fitzpatrick.
There we go. Probably, some
Hank's
people.
got
the
it.
best
Hank's
player
on
the
a
board.
roll right now.
Hank is
2 in
hot.
a row.
Nailed it.
Hank is hot. He's nailing the picks, boys and girls. Get him a couple more drinks.
No.
Just to let you guys know, Edgar said that they'd stay open as long as we are here, so we are not rushed. That's true. It's true, right? Is that correct, Hank?
That is correct.
All right.
That is correct. Just a reminder, folks, that on the 330 side, tonight's episode is brought to us by LaBelle's Barber Parlor. They're located in East End. They can do wonders for your head and your beard. So feel free to stop in. I think we got to get Jeremy a live episode with LaBelle's
There we go.
Barber Parlor. So yeah, check them out. They're located over in East Akron, and they've got, the way I like to describe it, it is a hunting lodge living room. It's a really nice place. Got a nice coffee bar and big screen TVs in there, and compressed air. So if you get hair all over the place, they just
Let me say this. Let me make a prediction here.
Okay.
I'll be shocked if Derwin James isn't the pick here. Tampa needs a safety. They need help. I'll be shocked if he's still on the board after here. That's my pick.
I had them sliding down to Baltimore, but if that's their need,
Baltimore. People thought Baltimore would take a quarterback. Maybe Baltimore looks at Lamar Jackson.
It's interesting.
I said that with Cleveland Kate.
Yeah, that's right. All the way back. Yep. Remember what I had Lamar Jackson going to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which I think could happen as well.
Let's talk about the AFC North. Can we talk about them for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Go.
So the Browns, you cannot go any lower than 1-31 over 2 seasons.
Oh, you can. 0-32, baby.
Chase, may I remind you they have yet to play a game this year?
No.
It's not over yet.
I refuse to believe
No, we're done with
there
that. We're
is
done with that.
any lower place to be than where we have been. So, you look at our projection, and I said this in our pods all season, I think our turnaround is going to be way quicker than what anyone realizes. I think we were worse last year than we were this year. Our 0-16 team was better than our 1-15 team. With that said, I think the other teams in the AFC North, the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals, their trajectory is pointing down.
They're getting old.
The Bengals are just okay with living in this mediocrity. The Ravens, I think, could be one of the worst teams in the league next year. And the Steelers, they live and die as long for Ben Roethlisberger, and I do not know how much longer he'll be there.
When I had a guest on our show, the one time we did talk Browns, because we are not the Browns experts.
Was it when
it was
Jeremy
that
Akron?
guy, right?
Yep.
It was that guy, and the one thing when he brought up the mid-level guys, the one thing we discussed and focused on was the fact that we are all young,
right?
And we had the youngest team in the league, and the rest of the AFC North is aging out. And
Very
as
quickly.
as it continue to age out, our guys are all going to be mid-level guys.
Yeah.
And in theory, we should be the top of the AFC North within a year or two. So as long as these guys can mature properly, right, with good coaching.
Name one player for the Bengals that scares you on offense.
AJ Green.
Perfect.
Offense or defensively?
Perfect.
Offense.
AJ Green, maybe Joe Mixon.
That's what I'm saying. Perfect on offense.
Joe
because
Mixon
he
scares
gets
you
the
if you're a
ball
young
back.
girl in a
He knocks
in a restaurant.
He knocks. Perfect knocks people out and gets the ball back. That's why I said offense.
Hello.
What did you say?
I
don't. It's
bad.
Hey, it's not that bad.
All right, so
but here, let me comment on that though. The AFC North. I think we make a move this year because I think the
I
Bengals
agree.
are down. I think the Ravens are down. Our quarterback room is vastly improved. Like I said, the middle class guys that I talked about on your show and I've talked about a lot are vastly improved. That's what we've signed. What did we sign? We have 21 new guys on the roster.
Almost
right now
half a
already.
new roster.
Almost half a new roster. Jimmy Haslam took him out for dinner. I'd hate to see that bill. Did you see that a couple of days ago?
he'll just have the pilot flying
Yeah, I was
J
going
pay
to
for
say
it.
he's got the rebates. The rebates paid for it. No, but so yeah, we've improved the middle of the roster. We've improved the quarterback room. I don't see any reason. I think it's not crazy at all to think between 6 and 8 wins.
Oh no. That's not crazy at all.
And if Denzel Ward can contribute immediately, I'm sure they're actually expecting him to contribute immediately to draft him at 4.
True story. I have a bet made with the chairman of our board at church. $100 for the Browns to make the playoffs.
With the chairman of your church. What is your church?
It's in Grove City.
No names, please.
Did you bet church funds or no?
Is
No,
that
not
to your
church
favorite
funds.
to your favorite charity, right?
I didn't get a napkin.
Browns to go to the playoffs. 100 biggins.
It's over there.
He texted me and commented a lot, really giving me a hard time tonight. I offered for him to buy out the bet, give me $50, and the bet will be over.
The buyout, the old.
I told him
Baby
the price
now.
is only going to go up if he didn't take it then. So
I
now
feel
it's
like
$50 no more. It's gonna be $55.
I feel like
All right.
I feel like Triv right now. We're eating live on the air.
Yeah, well, you eat for a minute. I want to go around the room here.
Please go.
So now we've made our first 2 picks, guys, and we haven't really discussed anything about the schedule. This was one of my hot takes. Jeremy, without really thinking about it, their record for next year.
I'm going to say 6-10.
Okay, Chase?
9-7.
Hank, can you chime in real quick?
Pick is in.
7-9.
Bucks.
I'm going to say Derwin James.
5-11.
He's going Derwin James.
What do you guys think?
The Buccaneers select.
I'm good with that.
Ooh.
No,
Vita.
He got the Gruden grinder.
But I would say I put the Browns at 5-11. I think that we will get some wins, but I don't think we're quite there yet.
I think 5-11 is a failure.
I don't. We just won 0 games last year. How is 5 wins with Dorsey a failure? That's a jump. You just won 5 more games than you won the year before.
With Tyrod Taylor starting, with signing Jarvis Landry and having Josh Gordon,
well,
the young team we had last year.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully,
5 wins is underachieving.
All right, we'll know over the summer if those 3 guys that you just mentioned are hanging out. Then we're up.
They are hanging out.
They are right now.
I'm just saying, if they're together,
they're running routes, throwing balls.
They were spotted yesterday. As a matter of fact, working out together.
I'm good with that.
If
I'm good with that.
I mean, it's always a big if with Gordon. You can't say, I mean, I love Josh Gordon, but you can't say it's not an if. And the talent is obviously there. He's
5 wins.
I put us at 5-11, and I think we'll finish in 3rd place in the division.
Is anybody still watching on Twitter?
Yeah, 9 people.
All right, 9. We're down
I think
9.
they're all in this room right now.
Yeah. Well, listen. Anybody out there, if you know anybody in Cleveland that owns a bar, have them put Josh Gordon's picture at the front entrance and only serve him water. Anybody that owns a bar in Cleveland, Josh Gordon gets a water with lemon.
Or a lime.
No, I think 5 wins is underachieving next year. Jeremy, you said 6-10?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even think that is underachieving.
9-7 though, Chase. I think you're like shooting for the moon, and
we're going to beat the Ravens twice. We're going to beat the Bengals twice. We'll split with the Steelers. That's 5 wins right there.
You just got to remember that, man. We're coming off 1-31.
Did you see
Even
our
with
schedule?
I'm
just saying.
Did you see our schedule?
I'm just saying.
I like it, Chase. I like the optimism.
I like the optimism too, but I don't think it's realistic. Look at their schedule.
7-9 is I think where they need to be.
I said 7. I'm all about 7.
And I think if you do get to 7 wins, I don't think you can call that a failure.
Oh, heck no.
I don't think so. If you get to 7 wins, you get out of double-digit losses, which we've only been out of double-digit losses, twice in the last 10 years?
I don't know.
So, 7-0.
Anything more than 0 is a success, given the team that we've just put together.
Nah.
You've got to give them time to gel.
No. Culture change, baby. Forget that, man. We got enough guys.
These guys have yet to take a snap together.
It doesn't matter. 1 win is not good enough. Hey. Next on my big board is Tremaine Edmonds.
The linebacker.
I like him a lot.
I got Tremaine Edmonds going next.
I'm going to say Derwin James.
I think we'll see Ridley go to Green Bay at 14. I think 13 is Derwin James here. I think Green Bay, we're looking at the
Ridley,
the receiver.
And then we have John Gruden again at 15.
We got to bring Gruden back up.
Any insight from Gruden?
We'll bring Gruden back up for the pick.
Yeah, bring him up when it's time.
Mel's best available doesn't have a receiver. Maybe the Packers won't go.
The receivers are just down. They just,
I think Ridley's the pick for Green Bay.
Look at these guys, man. This is the part that stinks, right?
Oh, he's over there. He's playing on his phone. He's playing a game right now. Like, he doesn't care.
It's hard to.
He was checking Twitter.
It's hard to remember that they're kids.
Thanks for coming tonight.
It's hard to remember they're kids. There he is.
Now, if those people leave, they lose their opportunity to win the.
That is true.
The main
prize. You must
prize.
be present to win the green grill. Did you put something in for that?
Let's do it.
9:40.
Let's do it.
Do you want to do it now?
Well, Joe's got to leave soon because he's going to play volleyball. Half hour. I just want everyone to leave before.
Another one of your kids going to leave? I know, right?
If they do, I'll throw it back in.
Now, if my dad wins and he left, can I claim it?
Yeah, claim it.
Sweet.
I need a drink.
Dead air.
Not dead air.
We're all munching.
Oh, man.
All right, so who out there wants to give a fan reaction? Somebody
Hold
come
on,
up.
Pick, what's after the pick? Pick is in for the Redskins.
Pick is in. Hold on a second.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
9-16-18.
Did I seriously just see Trey Wingo do the hands over the face like you can't see me? Did he seriously?
Yes, he did.
Well, we know Washington doesn't need a quarterback. They got Alex Smith, whom I really wanted the Browns to try to go after, but
And they give him a giant contract. So
Yeah, they
probably
did.
Not like a quarterback here.
No.
Derwin James makes a lot of sense.
he does. But I think the outside linebacker from Virginia Tech, Edmonds, I think he could be a pick here.
Yeah.
I mean, Washington's defense was
That's what I said.
horrible.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
Tremaine Edmonds makes sense. Derwin James makes sense.
Their defense was terrible.
Yeah.
So
At this point, based on what I had, Derwin's starting to drop.
It looks that way.
which is okay because there'll be a team that snatches him, I'm sure.
I love Jair Alexander, too. So, we shall see. Pick is in.
Yeah, they just have to wait because Goodell probably is in the bathroom or something. Just killing time. They're like, oh, well, we'll wait.
How is Angry Browns Twitter doing?
Here he comes. You know what? Twitter reaction's a little better than I thought it would be. Let me check our poll real quick. It had a ton of votes.
All
I
right,
wrote
so
final votes
the
here.
Redskins.
Deron Payne out of nowhere.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This gentleman's had some off the field issues.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Here, when we go back to our poll, we got a ton of votes.
Oh,
Pull it
did
up
you
here.
just bring this?
Yeah, that's yours. Let's see here. Draft grades. We have over 550 votes. 35% A, 30% B, 13% C, 23% D.
Packers trade their pick to the Saints.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson could be gone here.
Because they would want to get in front of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oakland may not want to trade down again.
All right, who just went?
Want to remind you for watching online,
Deron Payne.
or the Periscope or Facebook stream on 330 to go. We have these oranges, orange, and brown stickers. Send us a message, like our Facebook page, and we'll send you one your way if you give us the correct information. Deron Payne.
Let me get a little scouting report on Duran here.
I think that was a reach.
It was a little bit of a reach. People had him around the 20 range, so not a huge reach.
But when Vito Vea went, he was the next defensive tackle, so they wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I could
Around
see
tackles.
Oakland taking a tackle, honestly. Baltimore. I mean, all of them, they just lost Ngata, and they need someone to fill in.
On a side
makes
note,
sense.
these wings from Edgar's are phenomenal.
Amazing.
Hey. Did I miss it?
Did you miss what?
The knock on Payne is, though, he's a two-down player.
Packers traded the pick.
No, he's pointing to me.
Did I miss him streaking down the golf course?
We haven't had time yet.
Do we get any video of that?
Yeah, it happened.
Down to your skivvies.
Did I not hear Roddy say that if Baker was a pick, he was going to streak?
Roddy did say that.
Hey, who heard that? Did he not say he was going to streak?
We'll let him off the hook.
In his T-shirt? Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Somebody. Oh, no. There it goes. What is happening right now?
There's no stairs.
Somebody get out there and record that.
Don't everyone get up at once.
Wow.
At least he lived up to his bet.
You know why?
Like Hugh Jackson.
Nobody wants to see it.
Hugh Jackson still hasn't jumped in there.
Hugh Jackson still hasn't jumped in the lake.
When it's about 80 and sunny, he'll jump in.
Lou. Come on up here. Come on,
I'm
Lou.
trying to think.
Come on.
I'm trying to figure out.
Come on, I want your take, man. You're a young Browns fan. I want to hear from the next generation. Okay, give me 1 sec. Hold on, we'll get the mic going. Hold on.
They don't need us. It could be. No, me neither.
Good job, Roddy.
It could be
Give
Derwin
Roddy a
James.
round of applause. He
Throw
kept
him in
his
the
word.
Defensive backfield with Marshawn Lattimore and those guys. I can see Derwin James.
Bro, that'd be sick.
Let's see what the
So we're
Saints-
talking with Jeremy. Here's what we don't want. We don't want Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, or the Saints. So the Saints could be trading up to get Lamar Jackson, or they could be getting Derwin James to kind of go with that young defensive backfield, kind of continue that defensive revolution. The Saints have been known as an offensive team for years.
Right. It's got to be. It's either Lamar Jackson. In my opinion, my prediction is Lamar Jackson or Derwin James.
Is Tremaine still out there?
And Tremaine.
You never know with the Saints, right? I mean,
Gosh, I don't want to see Derwin James in Baltimore either.
Right or wrong, they're in the same situation, similar to what
Tremaine. A
New
lot
York-
of people had Tremaine Edmonds top 5 on their big boards.
We had him going to San Francisco.
Saints are in a similar situation with the Giants, right? I mean, Drew Brees is awesome. Everybody loves Drew, right? But we know he's getting old and parts are going to start falling
he's
off.
39 years old.
It is what it is, right? Because he's not Tom Brady. He doesn't have unlimited resources where he can live his life in a hyperbaric chamber with a supermodel. Okay, so at the end of the day, his shelf life is expiring pretty soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went Lamar Jackson here. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Hey guys, I'm back. It's nice outside.
Put your
it's pretty nice outside.
Put your jersey back on.
I don't want to.
Want to say thank you to the 12 people joining us. 14 now, still on the Periscope feed. My phone is about to die, so I'm going to be closing that out momentarily.
You can't do both, can you?
Well, I can't do both.
I gotcha.
It's all good. It's all good. No, it's fine.
Switch them over.
We've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine.
40 minutes.
Switch them over to Facebook. Tell them where to go.
Yeah. So go to Facebook 330 to go. You get a larger
sent out the
camera
link
feed.
earlier.
Jeremy and Akron sent out the link earlier. So I want to thank you for following us, for commenting, for being a fan, for listening. Arnold's waiting one, just joined. We're just getting off, buddy. Continue to leave us a review, leave us a comment, and let us know what you think. Also, we just launched our
Green
Facebook
Bay
page.
just picked up a 2019 first-round pick.
Dang.
Wow.
The Saints are all in on Lamar Jackson.
Going Lamar Jackson.
It's Lamar Jackson.
They're going Lamar Jackson. Wow. That's actually a big deal.
Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe, have fun, and go Browns. Hoop, hoop, hoop.
What?
I didn't want to put my arm in that.
No, we're good. It's got to be Lamar.
They need a quarterback for the future. I did hear you talking about Drew Brees. His shelf life is beginning to come to an end. They don't really have anybody to back him up.
Little known fun fact, ready?
Yeah.
Drew Brees won me my only fantasy football championship, coupled with Terrell Pryor.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know who he beat?
Terrell.
Me.
Terrell Pryor.
He picked up Terrell Pryor
on
the night before.
Sunday morning. He was available Sunday morning in the championship game, and my other quarterback was hurt, and I picked up Pryor, and he scored like 35 points against
Oh, it
this
was
guy.
ridiculous. I lost by like 15 points. I was not happy. But that's okay. The Saints pick is in. I think we all know who this is.
I can't imagine giving up next year's one
Gotta be
for
Lamar.
anything but a quarterback. Can you? I predicted this too, way back at Cleveland Browns.
The New Orleans
Are we
Saints.
taking calls on Facebook Messenger?
They're all, there's a lot of chatter going on.
Okay.
Like Craig Sample just said, streaking is adding insult to injury.
My lead pastor wants to call in. He's so I told him maybe try. I don't know.
We can do it if you go
do it
with
if
the
he does
speakerphone
Facebook.
to you and put it on that mic. He can do it. It'll be choppy. They want to do a live call on that. You're going to have to use the microphone. You have to do speakerphone, microphone.
He's from Mogador originally.
Shout out to the
He's
Wildcats.
not on Facebook. Is he on? If he's on the Facebook Live, we can do
I'll
the
see
thing.
if he responds. We'll see.
We'll split screen, yeah.
If he's Facebook Live,
I would
if he logs into this, we can actually split screen with him, and you could talk to him directly.
Oh.
He's got to be.
I'd be stunned if it's anybody but Jackson here.
Not giving up another first next year.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless they know something we don't.
You guys are all giving me that look out there like something magic's going to happen. We're trading back in. You really are. Like we're going to end up at like 20 or 21.
No, you can't say that.
What?
No, we're
Why?
not picking in the 20s again.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
Look, they're giving me that look like they're waiting for something magic to happen. I got
is-
nothing.
Who is left that you'd want to trade back in to get?
No, it's not a quarterback.
I don't know.
The Saints say it's not a quarterback?
It's not a quarterback.
They're saying it's not a quarterback. Why would you trade that much?
Wow, they
Deals-
must.
I'll let the pick go, and you guys will see.
You know who it is?
Do you know who it is?
It's a shocker.
With the 14th pick.
Calvin Ridley.
No, wait till they gotta do pomp and circumstance. This Goodell guy, man. We're getting a lot of likes right now. Keep liking us. That's fantastic.
It's the streaks. They want to see streaks.
I don't know if anybody got video, but that's, I did what I said I would do.
Here we go. With the 14th pick, go ahead, do your thing, Roddy.
With the 14th pick, the New Orleans Saints select.
Watch it be the Oklahoma State guy.
Marcus Davenport.
Why did they trade all that to get that?
Run on defensive linemen. Defensive linemen are important.
They traded a
Hobbies, journaling, poetry, and watching anime.
Marcus Davenport.
So wait a minute. Hold on. They traded a first-round pick for next year.
To move up.
Uh-huh.
He is ranked highly. He's 12.
I had him at 18.
Between 10 and 14 on big boards.
All right, can we get John Gruden back up here, please?
Who's
John
up?
Gruden?
Are they on the clock?
John Gruden, the Oakland Raiders are on the
paging
clock.
John Gruden, Oakland is back on the clock.
John
Paging
Gruden,
John Gruden.
Could you come down here, please?
Moonman, Must See TV, paging John Gruden. Folks, if you're on Facebook right now, share this. John Gruden is live in studio at Edgar's. Here we go with John Gruden's take on the next picture for Oakland.
This thing went through there. Okay, we're on this time. Cool. All right. It was good. I really enjoyed the trade back because we were able to take a bull that Reggie McKenzie had all the draft picks in. Mark Davis and I gave each other bull cuts, man. It went out pretty well. I'm looking for a Gruden grinder here. I want to know who's the Gruden grinder that's going to come in and just play his heart out in this offense or defense or special. I don't care, man. I just want somebody good.
John, you did cut Marquette King.
What?
Your
all
punter.
pro punter.
What?
Yeah, you did cut him.
Who do we sign?
I don't know if you have anybody, but would you draft a punter here at 15?
I sure would, man. I think you got to do what Al Davis would want. We got to live his memory out. We got to do what he would want. I would say punter here.
Wasn't that just win, baby?
Just win, baby. Yep.
Hey, is John Madden in there with you?
I don't, so if we,
I heard that Al Pacino hung out back there a little bit in the.
Oh yeah, we got all the stuff here in the draft room for the Raiders.
What about Morgan Freeman?
Oh yes, we got the 2018 NFL Draft.
This is
presented
incredible.
by ESPN. And Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra for bad decisions like picking Baker Mayfield.
Anybody else in there we don't know about? Is there any other?
You probably have the greatest draft picker. I'll tell you what, I judge quarterbacks by their hand size, and nobody has a bigger hand size than me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd probably be the first quarterback taken.
Will the Raiders only be staying at Trump Properties this year?
Of course, me and John, we're so close. I'll tell you what, Donald, we're making America great again. We're making the Raiders great again. And I'll tell you what, we're going to be staying at Trump hotels. We're going to be playing Trump golf courses. We're going to be eating Trump steaks. That's probably the greatest decision you could ever make. I'm going to be honest with you.
So,
that's awesome.
Excuse me, Judge Gruden, your pick is in.
All right. I mean, Reggie didn't tell me anything. I've been here talking with you guys, and I don't know what's going on.
Should we let John announce this pick here?
John, we'd love for you to
We'd
announce
love for
this
you to
pick.
announce the pick,
All right.
John.
Well, you're on commercial now. We might miss it.
Oh, no, man. I'm coming back. I'm going to be like, boom. I mean,
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I just ruptured my spleen.
That just happened.
who do you guys think the Raiders should take
You
here?
think is there a Tenactin commercial up there?
I mean, Ace the hardware place. Look at your quarterback.
Honestly, they should be drafting a kicker. They've lost their punter. They've lost their place kicker.
You're speaking my language, man.
They gotta go kicker.
I'm gonna hire you as a scout. I like where you're going.
So, as a Monday Night Football announcer, you got to travel all over the nation watching football. Are you happy to be in one place?
You know what? I love traveling. I'm going to be honest. Me and Mike Tirico for the longest time. Sean McDonough was kind of a downer. He was like droopy dog. He was like, I'm just like, Sean, get up. We're going Monday Night Football, man. And he just wasn't having it. But, I like relocate. $100 million, man. $100 million. I was out of the league for 10 years. Somebody's like, hey, $100 million. I'm like, yeah.
John, what's your take on the early success of the Vegas Knights?
The Vegas Knights, you know what? They're pretty good. And then we're going to come in. We're going to be the Vegas Raiders, and we're going to be really good with them. We're going to win Stanley Cup, Super Bowls. Everybody, it's going to be great out there.
You think John Gruden will come down there with you? You think John Madden will come down there with you?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
When is this pick getting in, man? We have so many commercials. This is the NFL draft.
Here it comes.
Oh, man.
Folks, before the pick comes in,
oh, my goodness.
give John Gruden a round of applause right now. Oh, my God.
All right, John.
Here we go, John.
All right, here we go.
This is 15th pick.
All right, I'm excited, man. First round pick 15. Oakland Raiders, Colton Miller. This guy's a tackle from UCLA. He's a definition of a Gruden grinder, man. He protected Josh Rosen. He's going to slide in and protect Derek Carr. Derek Carr, man, when I was hitting him with pool noodles at the QB camp, I'm like, this guy's going to be a franchise quarterback. And I was right.
What do you have to say about his beard?
You know what? That's a pretty good beard.
John Gruden, everybody.
John Gruden. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that was amazing, right?
Dude,
oh, my goodness.
Hey, seriously, we gotta do our thing. We gotta use Twitter. We gotta get that guy one-on-one versus Caliendo.
Oh, you know what's funny?
Versus.
Here's a funny story. Here's a funny story. Frank Caliendo doesn't follow that many people. Curtis sent him a bunch of his stuff, and he started following him on Twitter.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We gotta get that guy out there.
If we could get Frank Caliendo on the show.
Curtis, where are you from? What city are you from, Curtis?
Stowe.
Oh,
shout out to the Bulldogs.
He's an Akron guy. I love it. That's fantastic.
Well, the Bills have traded back
Lamar.
in.
Wow. Wait. Who they picked?
No, they took Josh Allen.
They took Josh Allen.
So up from 21. I have no idea.
Well, let's go with
Derwin James.
Tremaine Edmonds. I'll stay on Tremaine.
Best player on the board.
I'm going to go Ridley.
It's high. They probably can get Ridley at 22.
Steve, how do you do the split screen?
All right.
Well, the Chargers are next. The Chargers are next. What could they want?
In front of the Chargers.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Chargers were actually rumored, believe it or not, to be a team looking for a quarterback.
I'm going with Ridley here. Buffalo really doesn't have a wide receiver.
Oh, Dave's on your side, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I don't know. What did he say?
That's my take.
Oh.
I think Buffalo goes receiver here.
Usually on Facebook, he's against you.
That's true.
Chase,
Ravens
what do you think?
Get the 22nd and the third round pick. Bills are very, very.
So the
active
Ravens just got our pick that we gave them for
round.
Tyrod Taylor.
My next receiver on the big board is
the 65th.
I got DJ Moore on the next. My next receiver is DJ Moore
from Maryland.
Bill's pick is in. That did not take any time.
Hold on. No, come on. Bring them on. Them on. Come on, guys. Come on. Come give Dad a hug.
Fine, pull.
Come on.
A lot of.
Come on.
Loves it. She wants to be a star. Hunter, come here.
Hunter, you want a grill? Get over here. Come on, man. Come on. Hugs. Good job.
Love you guys.
That wasn't fixed at all. Hunter won a grill, fair and square.
Hey, you guys want some stickers?
I already got one.
You want to take a couple more?
Go outside and put them on somebody's car.
Put those somewhere that's going to make your parents really upset.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, so let's add a comment to the video.
So as they're working on, Chase has a family friend here who wants to call in and have a conversation about the draft so far. Hank's giving him some instructions on how to make that happen.
What'd I do?
You guys are helping Chase here get his friend.
We're trying to do the
side-by-side
winery thing.
Yep, side-by-side.
Hey, Mama Powell. Mama Powell. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Nice
of
to
that
meet
guy.
you.
That's for those that didn't know. That's
guy.
Jeremy from
That's a swell
Akron's
guy right
family right there.
Of course you know him.
I would hope she knows him.
Never met. We never met.
They never met. Until
They didn't.
tonight.
What?
We didn't meet.
You
till
didn't know
You
today.
do a podcast and you've never met until
Here we
tonight.
go.
The Buffalo Bills have selected.
Awkward silence.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Best player on the board.
Hank strikes again. I'm just going down my board.
All right, Moon Man.
Moon Man walked away.
Moon Man has left the building.
Hold on, is he on there?
The final grill.
We got to do the final grill, guys.
Ready?
The Green Egg Grill.
Let's do the Green Egg Grill here.
Wow, hit a bunch of buttons.
We're going for the big grill
Green
here.
Egg Grill time.
Here, you guys pick it.
I think it's Chase's turn. He's the only
Chase
one.
is not picked. Yep.
Chase is not picked. He gets to do the.
Hey, Leslie, we need the grill tickets.
Green Egg Grill. Joe wants a grill. Joe's been
Joe
all about tonight.
Joe
wants
needs a green egg.
Joe wants a green egg.
Shouts to the place, your neighborhood place for grills, hot tubs, and fireplaces, located off Medina Road in Akron, Ohio. Woo! Must be present to win.
We keep saying Medina Road. I want to clarify that. Woo! Again, it's Route 18, right? It's Route 18.
Thank you.
It's right by Pinnacle. It's by Pinnacle Sports, by High and Low Winery that we highlighted earlier this week.
We'll cut Chase a little slack.
Here we
He's
go.
Not
Green egg.
from here.
Shouts
that's
to
okay.
at Mind of Quinn. Here we go. The winner of the Green Egg Grill is ticket number 1152687, Dustin.
Just like that. That's all there is to it, Dustin.
Dude,
Dustin, congratulations.
that's a.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That's a big deal.
Shouts to the place.
That's a big deal.
He is pumped.
That's a big deal.
That's
man.
pretty sweet.
That's a fantastic grill. All right, so is he on yet, or he's trying to?
He's going to a quiet place. He's going to let us know when he.
Okay, he's
so
going to
this
a
is
quiet
Dave
place.
Beaver. He's the lead pastor at Crosslink Church in Grove City, Ohio, and he is he lived in Cleveland for over 10 years. Grew up outside of Cleveland. Huge fan. Grew up in Akron, actually.
What's his name one more time?
Dave Beaver, Beaver, and
because he'll have to invite.
never
him.
short on words for any subject, let alone any sport in Cleveland. He, you got him? Oh, okay. He's on now. Dave was at Game 6, the World Series. He went to the Cavs championship parade. It was actually in the mall when all that kind of junk went down. Been to many Browns games. Incredible guy, close friend. Also my boss.
Hey guys, I know I'm chewing.
Hey, what's up,
before
guys?
we go on, I know that's fine. Before we go on, let's have a big round of applause for the Moon Man, our producer.
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
Best in the business.
It took him quite some time to come up with all the connections to make all this happen, right? Because it is more complicated than you think. So good job to the Moon Man. So right now what we're going to do is something that we don't usually do. We are going live to Columbus, Ohio right now with a split screen.
We hope it works.
And
it's going to
we're
work.
going to hope it works. And here we go. We're going to Pastor, what's his name?
Dave Beaver.
There he is.
Pastor
Dave.
Dave Beaver.
Pastor Dave. Hi,
Can
Dave.
you hear us, Pastor Dave?
Got you guys. What's going on? How are you tonight?
There he is.
He's
We got
on.
it.
All right, so here's some of your reactions to the Baker Mayfield Denzel Ward pick. What does that mean for the Browns moving forward, and what do you like those picks?
Yeah, so here's the deal, man. When I heard the news break today, obviously I was at work and I was watching, heard the news about Baker Mayfield. Not surprised by it. Here's why, man. So Baker Mayfield, so I'm a Columbus guy, right? So I'm a Ohio State fan. Look, I watched this guy come into the shoe this past year, man, and he did exactly what he said he was going to do. He's going to come into Columbus, a hostile environment, and he balled out, right? He beats Ohio State and arguably one of the best defenses in all of college football last year. He balls out. He tries to stick a flag in the middle of our field. I wasn't very happy about that, as no Buckeye fan was. But here's the deal, man. The guy is he's a walk-on, right? He's a Heisman winner, and now he's a number 1 draft pick. This guy comes from a culture of hard work, a culture of winning. And to be honest with you guys, I think that's what the Browns need. They need a guy who's full of self-belief, but not just self-belief like a Johnny Manziel, self-belief who's gone on the football field and he has produced on the football field, right? So I like the pick, man. Look, all these fair weather fans, Browns fans, dude, I'm almost 40 years old. I've been a Browns fan my entire life, okay? The only culture of losing that I ever accept in my life is being a Browns fan. But listen, this cat believes himself, and, dude, here's the deal. A believing people is a dangerous people. So I like the pick. I think he brings swag. I think he brings attitude. And here's the deal. He brings success on the football field. So I love the pick, man. I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
So what grade would you give the Browns with the first pick of Baker, a 4th pick of Denzel Ward? What draft grade would you give the Browns for those first 4 picks?
Yeah, again, the Ward pick I love. Again, Buckeye guy. It's nice to see a Buckeye guy actually come to Cleveland via the draft. It's also nice having Carlos Hyde join the squad.
That's true. $2.
Here's the deal, man. I mean, I still go. I'm gonna go a B+. Here's why. I probably go an A. I love the pick. I do think that when you have a shot at grabbing a Chubb with that 4th pick, I do like that. Putting pressure on quarterbacks in the AFC is a big deal. Aging quarterbacks like Roethlisberger. I like the Chubb pick, but I'm a B+ with going Ward at 4. Here's the skeptic in me, or the thinker in me. I think we could have went maybe even Saquon Barkley at 1 and still had Baker Mayfield at 4. And then you have high production on the offensive side of the ball. Look, we got Landry. We got Josh Gordon, as long as he can stay off the weed, and we're going to be okay, man. So
in the drink. Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good running backs left in the draft, kind of get a little better value lower in. So one last question, then we'll let you go.
2. Yeah, man. 2, 3. I got a question.
All right, you guys go first, and I'll wrap. I'll finish with mine.
My question is to our viewing audience: who loves Dave's beard?
Dang it, you took my question. Dave, your beard is phenomenal.
Do appreciate it, brothers.
He grew that in 3 days. He just shaved on Monday.
This is my 5 o'clock shadow. That's right. That's correct.
So, hey, before we let you go, Dave, what record would you think the Browns are going to have in 2018?
Yeah, man. So, look, dude, I've coached high school football for over 12 years. So I'm a realist, man. I'm a fan. I am a homer. But at the same time, I'm a realist. And the truth is, they got a tough schedule. I think they have the 5th most difficult schedule in all of NFL this year. So I'm gonna go, dude. I see them getting 6 wins. I'm gonna go 6-10 on the season, and they might squeeze out a 7-9 season. But dude, they're the team. They're gonna be a team on the rise. Here's the deal. You ready for this? I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna call it AFC Championship game 2020. That's what I'm calling right now. All right.
Show's all about it.
Good reactions from the crowd. Well, hey, thanks for your time tonight, Dave. It's good to see
guys.
you. Say hi to your family.
Great
Thanks,
job on
Dave.
the show. Great job on the show, guys. All right, we'll see you soon.
Well, while we were talking with Dave, the Chargers selected Derwin James, the safety from Florida State.
He'll be relieved because he was dropping. Right?
He was falling.
Yeah. Where's he at on my board?
I love him too. I think.
Here he is. Okay.
Derwin James is a good pick.
All right, this just in. We got breaking news. They've already created a T-shirt out now. It's available. Look at that.
It is a brown T-shirt with a Pittsburgh.
It's
Baker Mayfield
planting the flag on a Pittsburgh Steelers logo.
And this time it's real grass.
That's it.
And so the flag should stick.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. 7 minutes left in their pick. Pick 18. We have passed the halfway point in the draft.
I don't know
for
if
the first
any,
round.
I don't
It
know
is
if there's any
10
buzz.
o'clock.
I don't know if there's any buzz about the Browns moving up here or not. I'm going to look. But Seattle's a team that wanted to move back and gather picks. So if there was a spot, this
So
could
we
be one of
draft
them.
Lamar Jackson?
No.
No.
Yeah,
no,
the kick returner and
Wilson Holtney. Next to
Josh
my board,
Cribbs.
I got Josh
That
Jackson.
Seahawks trade to the Packers.
Oh, there it is.
All right, well,
This could be Ridley.
Calvin
This
Ridley.
could be Ridley.
They need cornerbacks.
Oh, yeah, Landry's still on the board, too. Harold Landry, DN.
They just gave us all their
Joe.
cornerbacks.
all of our they got rid of their cornerbacks.
They got rid of it.
He's playing safety.
Josh Jackson
They
could be a
need
pick
Josh
here.
Jackson.
No, I would
That's
say
his next-
Zaire Alexander before Jackson.
I got Jackson on my board, and it even lines
Watch
up
Mike
with
Hughes.
Green Bay.
Watch if it's a corner, watch Jair Alexander, right? Jair, how you say Jair Alexander. I lost it for a second. Watch Jair Alexander out of Louisville.
Yeah.
If it's a corner.
Okay. Well, you got Mike Hughes, you got Josh Jackson. Where else have I got there? Corners.
The reason I could see
Jair. I got Jair down in the late 20s, man.
Jair Alexander. Watch Calvin Ridley too, because they already have a lot of money in Cobb and
Adams.
Devontae Adams. And a rookie contract gives him 5 years.
Can I say I was shocked that they released
Jordy? I wasn't. I think he's Gruden.
John
thinks Jordy's-
Gruden's probably pretty excited.
We should have asked John Gruden about him while he was up here. But Jordy's definitely a Gruden grinder.
Yep.
But I could see Ridley because he's a little bit cheaper, for 5 years, and they need another receiver. So
We got a late attendee that showed up midway through. I think it was after the Browns picks. I'm going to call him up, put him on the spot. I'd like to call Rob Supan. Rob, come on up and share your thoughts. We got a microphone hot for you. Rob, come on up if you're out there. Can you hear me?
Rob, come on up.
Rob, come on up. Come on up. Share your thoughts with us.
Oh, there he is. Yep, I just said 5 to him.
Yep. He's wearing his Browns. He's wearing his Browns jacket. He's got the same hairstyle that you do.
and me.
And it's a popular hairstyle.
It is.
All right, so
Yeah, what's up,
you
Rob?
were a little late. I'm sure you were watching Lou play baseball, most likely. Which, by the way, he hits the ball a ton. So yeah, give us your thoughts. I'm sure you watch it, either us or Twitter or whatever. What are your thoughts? What's your grade for the Browns, and where are you with your reaction to what they did?
Baker wasn't my guy. I'll be straight up with that.
Good.
But yeah, Baker wasn't my guy. But I don't want to dump on the picks too early. I like the fact that this guy seemed pretty driven. I like some of the quotes recently that I've heard from him. The attitude that I think the Browns need. So I give it a C+, B-. I think.
Okay.
That's where I'm sitting.
Where are you on Ward, though? Were you surprised with Ward over Chubb?
I was surprised. Yeah, I think it seemed like it was going to be Chubb. It's the only thing you heard it for.
Everybody
Or
was
possibly
Chubb.
trade,
Chubb. We had the
so,
whole
yeah.
place here chanting Chubb.
I got
Chubb.
a hot take on this too. Go. Did you see that they never brought in Chubb for a visit? They hadn't talked to him since the combine, and I made a big deal about that on Twitter. And everyone's like, "Oh, shut up! They know he's a great prospect. They're gonna blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
Sure enough, they didn't bring him in. Didn't draft him. They only talked to him for 10 minutes the entire draft process.
So something
and that
in
was at
that
the
10-minute
combine.
conversation turned them
Is there
off.
something we don't know about?
Nah, I don't know.
Could be an attitude.
All right. Let's hear it for Rob, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Nice job.
Packers pick is in. I got the views.
2000.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised what this does.
After the.
All right, so around the board real quick, are we saying Ridley?
I'm gonna say Ridley. I'm gonna say Ridley.
I'm going Josh Jackson.
Chase?
Ridley.
They need
Ridley.
They need cornerbacks.
They need cornerbacks. They need a wideout.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily need
Or O-line. The mega O-line, too.
They don't necessarily need a wide receiver with Adams and Cobb, but they do need a slot guy. So
Cobb is a slot guy. That's what they need. A guy.
Yeah,
outside
they'll
in.
move him to the outside, I think.
Yeah.
That is true, though. I forgot about Cobb, so you guys might be right with Ridley.
Nah, but I honestly look at what you're saying about a corner.
Does that
Makes
dude,
sense, too.
Does that dude do Mel or no?
I don't
Todd.
Oh, he does.
Oh my goodness!
You see, iced coffee superior to hot coffee. Remember that? Remember the one we did? Did you see that one? We did the coffee skit. That was hilarious.
Yes, that
Doesn't
was-
burn your tongue. Goes down smoother.
We gotta get.
Can we get him and Caliendo together? That would be
That's gotta be
phenomenal.
a face-off, right? Yeah.
All right,
Here we go. Packers.
select.
Sorry. Oh. 1 second. Nice to meet you, man. We'll be in touch. Thanks so much, man. It was awesome.
And
Jair Alexander.
Yep. That was the guy.
So you were
after.
correct with corner.
I had Josh. I had Josh ranked
said
ahead
his
of him.
name is one of the.
On,
I knew a lot of people.
he's
I knew he was
way
a
down.
riser.
on
He was a
Mel
riser.
Kiper's board,
Daniel
he
Jeremiah.
had Alexander higher than Jackson.
Yeah, and Daniel Jeremiah had him high too. Daniel Jeremiah had him at.
He's pretty pumped. I'm watching him as he's heading to the stage.
16. He was
He's
16
pretty.
overall.
He's pretty pumped.
I'd be pumped too.
You're going to a great team. The Packers are a great team.
Here's where I'm going. Here, Dallas is on the clock. This is where I'm going to go a little crazy. Cortland Sutton, right here.
Cortland
Receiver-
Sutton, I think that's a
receiver
good pick.
SMU.
I also think they could go with the kid
They
from
could go
Maryland.
Ridley. They could go. Oh,
Yeah,
they
I'm going DJ.
DJ.
I'll stick with DJ. It's funny, right? Because at this point now we're playing fantasy football.
You could be anybody. You could be Christian.
it's
Kirk,
like,
could be Christian.
It could be the
Kirk.
Cleveland. It could be the Cleveland Browns making this pick.
It's all over the map, man.
You never know.
Daniel
I
Jeremiah
do
has
think
DJ
we
Moore
are
at
in
37.
range for a trade up.
I haven't seen any whispers of it.
For us,
I don't think they're trading back in.
we got resources. Man.
Do we not have 3 second-round picks
Wouldn't
for
it be?
tomorrow?
Wouldn't all these people even be mad if the Browns trade back in and it's like
And they miss it all?
Funny story. Last year, I drove all the way to Columbus to meet with a bunch of my friends, and I left before they traded back for Njoku.
Nice.
And they traded back.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Browns are finished as well, unless there's a run on running backs, and that kind of starts this domino effect of people taking running backs.
Guys?
Taking running backs.
You
I
want
don't
Geis?
think Guys will go here. I'm just saying, here are the next 5-6 picks. If there's a run
Well,
on running backs.
let me ask you this: after Geis, who's there?
Chubb, Georgia.
I forgot
Sony,
about him.
Sony
Michel.
Sony, the fumble machine, though. Yeah. That is a knock on him. He fumbled once every 50 touches, which was far and away the highest.
All right, but what about Grubb or
Jones.
whatever his name is from Georgia, the other running back?
Chubb.
Doesn't he
It's the other
not
Chubb.
have a knee injury, knee issue?
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. He's got a lot of carries, too. He seemed like he played. Doesn't seem like he was at Georgia forever.
Yeah.
He started
Yes.
as a freshman. Ronald Jones from
USC.
but he's more projected late
The
second
Browns,
round.
yeah, there's
Late
a lot of
second
talk
round.
of the Browns with the second round.
The only thing that worries me about him, I love him, and he's versatile, and he catches the ball in the backfield, is he has a lingering hamstring issue, man. And we've had issues with that in the past. You know, guys, remember Corey Coleman came in with a hamstring issue and screwed up his rookie year. So
I feel like we've been here for 14 hours and it's only 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
So
but
we're-
you know what? You know the good news, though?
12 more picks.
You know the good news? I don't have to go
that?
to work tomorrow.
I do, but it's on my own terms.
I got a crazy day already planned out.
Hey, folks, big round of applause. You see the guy right there in the white? That's Glenn, everybody. He's the one that owns this place. Give Glenn a round of applause, everybody.
Hey, Glenn. Glenn, take a bow.
Glenn. Very humble.
He doesn't
Very
do bows.
humble.
He don't do bows, man. He don't do bows. So,
Thank you, Glenn.
thank you, Glenn.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. This is delicious.
Food was fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
Picks.
We saw Jerry Jones on the phone. The pick has been notified. We're waiting for the.
Imagine the atmosphere in there right now.
Do they draft Ridley? They need a wide
You know
receiver.
he wants to make a splash. They're not going to draft an offensive lineman.
Yeah, I got DJ Moore right now. I'm on DJ Moore.
I thought it was funny that
I've got him ranked
Jerry.
higher than Ridley.
I thought it was funny that Jerry Jones, when asked if there could be a reunion with Des Bryant, how quickly he shut it down.
Yeah.
So I'm beginning to wonder if there's something else about Des Bryant that we don't know.
Well, he's. Yeah.
Where are we on? After this, let's segue. We haven't looked at our schedule yet. Have we gone over the schedule?
No, we've predicted our rate,
Have
our
we done the plus
win
minus.
loss.
I know we did win loss, but we haven't actually taken a look at the schedule, and that's what everybody does, right?
Yep.
So we should
Let's do it.
do it. You know.
I'll pull it up.
All right.
Can I just say on a side note, guys, this
Baker
has been
Mayfield's talking right now on Browns radio. I wish we could pull that up somehow.
nice. I will say this has been a lot of fun tonight. It's been it's been a blast.
It's been the best.
This might become an annual thing by accident.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I'm
I
good,
just
man.
want a Diet Coke.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
My man Joe coming in the clutch. The drink.
Is that the
Man, those are
the drink
the-
John Gruden wanted you to drink?
Hey, Diet.
I don't think so. It's always rude to. It's always rude to
not accept a drink. You guys want to like do a little cheers thing?
Let me get a drink out here first.
That's true. All right, we'll wait. We'll wait.
Yeah, we should do a cheers.
Leslie, let's have a round of applause
Let's
for Leslie.
shout out Leslie here.
Yeah.
Best raffle coordinator in the business.
That's right.
Shout out to Moon Man.
Shout out to Moon Man.
Moon
I
Man.
did it earlier. We shouted him out all the time. So right now, awkward silence.
No,
it's all good. Pulling
no
up the
awkward
schedule.
silence.
All right. Where am
Wait
I
for
at?
this Cowboy pick, which I'm completely intrigued by.
I'm at
taking a little.
Look at this. They got a hype man in the background there.
I'm at
They're
DJ Moore.
Dallas.
I'm at DJ Moore.
Well, they've had Michael Irvin and Susie Colbert jump like getting the fans hyped.
Yeah, right now, look.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine
Oh,
somebody
what,
so-
that's
Imagine when it comes to...
is that Pearson? Is that
I can't remember his name.
Drew Pearson?
I think so.
He's like Cowboys
Oh, yeah.
icon. Thank you, sir.
Imagine when it comes to Cleveland, see if we can get in and do a show. Someone from up there.
Yeah.
Radio Row.
So, gentlemen, cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Hey.
Watch it.
Go
Hey,
Browns.
hey.
We're all Baker Mayfield fans now.
Not over the computer.
There you go, Moon Man. They serve.
Look at them. They're ready. Pick is in.
Look
Okay.
how calm that room looks.
And
Josh.
that's
Thanks,
the kicker,
Joe.
right? We are all Baker fans now.
We're all Baker
all
Mayfield, baby.
Baker fans now. Say
No,
it with me.
no, we're not.
Say it with me.
No.
We are all Baker
No.
fans now. Say it again.
Patty
We
cake,
are
patty
all
cake on the
Baker fans now. Okay?
We're all Baker fans.
We're
Hank.
all Tyrod fans
Hey,
now.
Hank, I'm going to say one thing.
Go Tyrod.
Hank,
Keep him on the bench.
I
We got the
will
shortest
not.
QB room in the history of the NFL.
But we cut everybody else.
I will say this.
Yes.
I refuse
Drew
What,
Stanton's
like-
only
to
6'2".
root for Baker Mayfield as of right now.
Why?
I got to
What?
see what he's capable of.
Tyrod Taylor is our starting
Hey,
quarterback.
remember what Baker,
Hold
Ray-
on.
Baker,
Hold on,
Ray-
look at-
Baker Reagan Mayfield, named after
Hold on.
Ronald Reagan.
Jason-
Trust but verify. Trust but verify.
Hold on. Chase is melting down. Here's a shout out right next, folks. Next week, Infinity Wars start. And which superhero did we just select? The little one. The little one.
The best one.
We got the little one. Okay? We got the little one. Go Avengers.
All right. So here's the Browns schedule. Week 1. That's right. We
open
the
against
Squealers.
the Squealers.
Hey. Great minds.
Great minds think alike, baby.
Squealers come to town.
That's a win.
That's a win.
You think? Whoa.
A home
Wait,
crowd.
wait, wait, wait.
100%
Home crowd, dude.
win.
Home crowd.
Time out. Time out. What are we, 2 and what? What are we
It
against?
doesn't
them?
matter.
I'm just asking.
New
It
new
doesn't
team.
matter.
We're
It's
New
also,
team.
we're also
Hey.
1 in 19 in openers.
Inquiry minds want to know.
Doesn't matter.
We're going to
I've
win
been
the
at most
opener.
of them.
You're
Yes.
saying we're going to
I'll
win the
call
opener.
it right now.
You got to
Listen,
win sometime.
Just so you know, I was at this past week 1 opener sitting in a Lowe's box. I was excited to be there, and I thought that was the best game of the season that we played.
They played very
We
well.
played well. I'm like Kaiser for
They had
president.
one special team
Malfunction.
mishap and cost us the game.
I'll say right now that's a 24-21 W.
Man, Hot Rod.
Wow.
Nice.
Dude,
I like it.
seriously?
Where's that one been all night?
Who are you people? Wait a second.
All right,
Wait.
so right now, me and Hot Rod want to know, second game, we go to Nolans and play the Saints.
That's a
a
loss.
loss.
No. Back to what I said. You're dealing with a guy that his body is breaking down moment by moment.
That's a loss, and it might lose us Josh Gordon for the rest of his life.
Oh.
Bourbon Street.
1-1.
Saints 34, Browns 17.
Here we go. What is all this mess?
Who knows?
It's
It's
a-
the
it's a-
Cowboys.
it's a high
It's all
school-
Jerry
high-
Jones.
Cowboys high school.
You're in Jerry
kids.
world.
How about them Cowboys?
It's there you go. Football captains from Arlington High School. Shout out to my nephew Paul Foster,
They're each
watching right now.
going to take turns saying a word with
The
first.
Cal is Cowboys.
That's every syllable.
Select.
Oh, jeez. Man, they are milking this.
And
They're excited.
What's that guy wearing a crown?
Leighton Vander Esch.
What?
Okay.
What? Do the what?
Boise
What?
State.
Give me a what? Give me crickets. Give me crickets.
Only in Jerry's world.
What the heck? Where's the I got him ranked? Who is it?
Hey.
Vander
We
what?
need Gruden back.
John
Breaking
Gruden.
news. Breaking Raiders news, and it's big.
What is it?
Whoa.
John Gruden, we need you.
We got breaking
Paging
Raiders.
John
The
Gruden.
Steelers just traded Martavius Bryant to the Raiders.
Shut the front door.
You hear that?
John, you're gonna like this.
John.
Folks, hold on. No, stop. Don't tell me. Don't tell. Wait. We gotta go. This needs to trend. Everybody share this right now. Things are about to get real in Oaklandville. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Jeremy, would you like to tell him?
Yeah, go ahead and tell him.
All right, let me fill you in on what your team just did.
All right, man.
They traded the 75th pick in the draft to the Steelers for Martavius Bryant.
That's it. That's all we gave up. All right, man. He's way better than Michael Crabtree, so
And
they picked up Jordy Nelson. I did too, especially when he got his chain grabbed from Richard Sherman. That was my favorite part of Crabtree's career. I'm going to be honest.
So, John, I got a question. So the Raiders picked up Jordy Nelson in the offseason.
Yep.
Now you pair him with Martavius Bryant.
Yep.
You've got a pretty good duo, and Amari Cooper's still there.
Yep, and I'm going to be the head coach. So, yep, we're going to be pretty good offensively. We're going to be pretty good defensively.
You don't have a punter or a kicker.
I didn't get the special teams yet, man. Hold on.
Are you just going to go for it?
Yeah,
Are you just going to go for it every fourth down?
Hey, I like where you're thinking. You want a coaching job,
There
man?
you go.
I like where your thinking's at.
Yes.
All right, let's sign this guy up.
Wow.
All right. We love you, John.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's all we got, man.
Thanks for the comments, John.
Yes,
That's all.
thanks.
Okay,
Honestly.
Martavius Bryant, man.
You should go celebrate with Reggie.
Honestly, that is all right.
So good on the fly.
That is a big.
That's
That is a
big
big
trade.
random deal.
That's a good trade.
Yeah.
for
Why
them out of
now?
nowhere.
Why would they do that?
Pittsburgh did not want him around.
Right. Remember last year he almost he
Yeah.
demanded a trade for a
But
while.
why do it
and they brought him
today?
back.
And they were going to trade him to Cleveland, I heard. Cleveland was in the running for him
And then
last year.
I mean, obviously it flew under the radar, but obviously they never
Does
came
this
off
open
it.
the door for them getting a DJ Moore or a Calvin Ridley or another
they got-
wide
well, they
receiver?
got-
Des Bryant.
Des Bryant.
Yeah, that's true. They're so strapped coming up next year for cap.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Because you looked at next year as Antonio Brown's contract blooms up to like
But he wants that
28
one-year
million,
deal, though. Why would
So-
you not say here?
if they have it.
I don't know.
If I'm Cleveland, I'm calling Des Bryant.
Nah.
They still got Juju
I don't want that
Smith-Schuster.
influence.
They still got Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh,
He's
that guy.
a
Yeah.
star.
Yes, he is.
And you got Antonio Brown.
Corey just tweeted us.
Go ahead.
Why are we giving up on the picks before they even step on the field? We just drafted the Heisman Trophy winner and the best corner in the country. And some of you are acting like we just lost the Super Bowl. Give them a chance to play. Give them a chance to play.
I'm all in, baby.
That's from a 20-year-old. That's from a 20-year-old.
Corey, I'll say this.
Perfect.
Just because he won the Heisman Trophy doesn't make him a winner in the NFL.
According to Mr. Dorsey, we want winners.
When's the last Heisman Trophy winner to win a Super Bowl?
I don't even know the answer to that question.
Exactly.
Wait.
Exactly.
Why are you
Peyton Manning?
Why are you pointing at me, man?
Just saying.
Peyton didn't win the Heisman. Yeah, second to Charles Woodson.
That's right.
Did Drew win a Heisman?
No.
Okay, waiting. Still waiting.
Who's the last Heisman Trophy
Crickets.
quarterback winner to win the Super Bowl? Anybody? Is it Jim Plunkett?
Did he win?
He said Jim Plunkett. Gruden says Jim Plunkett.
Of course he said that.
All right.
It definitely wasn't Tebow.
I'll ask Twitter.
Last
Here we go.
Heisman Trophy
I'm gonna
quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
Who is the last?
I'm just going to look it
How
up.
do you spell Heisman?
That's what the internet's for.
Heisman.
Heisman quarterback.
Quarterback.
John Gruden, correct. Jim Plunkett.
Trophy winner.
Jim Plunkett. John Gruden was correct. He won the Heisman at Stanford in 1970.
Well, I'm still going to ask anyway.
And then won in Super
We might as well wrap it up soon.
Yep.
We don't have to keep it late.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John Gruden.
I
It
don't
was
think
Jim
there's going to
Plunkett.
be any action, right? I think we're done.
If there is, I mean, it is what it is.
All right, folks, we're getting ready to shut down here. Thanks, Soup Ants, for coming. We've had a really good time tonight, right?
Absolutely.
We're down to Dave, Joe, and Gruden, and Wise.
You could tell that people needed to get home
who's
for
this guy?
babysitters.
Who's 73 right here? Who's 73?
He's Joe Thomas.
Who's this guy?
You've lost a lot of weight, and he has.
Who is he? Dave. Are you on Twitter with them, or? I'm on Twitter, yeah. All right, sweet.
Took a fizz to that.
Wow.
Hank.
Oh, I just followed him. I just followed you
What?
tonight. Was he Joe's friend? Yeah. He's Joe's friend.
Joe's
Kinda
friend.
Quinn.
Come on up. Come on.
Lions
up.
pick is in.
We'll get your
I
reaction.
don't even care about the Lions.
Moonman, you want
Although a Lions-Browns Super Bowl would be fun.
You want my can? Okay.
Great Lakes Classic's back.
Right?
All right, what do you need to know here? I got the truth.
Wow. The truth. Go with it.
The truth.
What do you think? Who was your choice for quarterback coming into tonight?
Who was my choice for quarterback for the Browns tonight?
Right.
I think they got it right.
You think they got it right? Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Team Chase.
I think there was more value because I think they already had it right before coming into the draft. I think Tyrod Taylor took a worse team in the Buffalo Bills to the playoffs
right.
than what the Browns are right now. If you no, listen, hear me out. If you swapped quarterback and head coach with the Bills and the Browns were a playoff team last year with Tyrod Taylor.
I like it.
We have Tyrod Taylor right now. Right. If we went in a different direction, I still think they got the best quarterback in the draft. But if we went a different direction and built towards the future with some impact players like Bradley Chubb, or made a trade, and even if they took Saquon Barkley at 1, you've got 2 blue chip players right there that teams have to counteract and plan for.
Sure.
When we've already got Tyrod Taylor, I still think Hugh Jackson needs to go somewhere else, jump in the lake and drown.
But
I'm sorry.
Don't go drown.
He's not watching this right now. I really think they got it right with the quarterback.
Lions do go line here.
Yeah, Frank Ragnow. There's people that predict he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Maybe second best player in the drafts.
I like the Denzel Ward pick, but Bradley Chubb was there, so they blew it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
Thanks for coming out.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming tonight.
Mayor of Canton, right there.
All right. So
Mayor of Canton just wished for the coach to drown in the lake.
Yeah. All right. So just so like we formatted before, we signed on first, you signed on second, so we'll reverse that. You sign off first, we'll sign off second. So do your thing.
Cool. We want to thank you.
Hold on. Moonman.
No. No. We want to thank you for joining us tonight on the Oranges, Orange or Browns podcast. Thank you to 3:30 to go for
3-3-0 to go.
3-3-0 to go.
You knew it was going to happen at some point.
This rolls off the tongue.
Area code.
Well, O isn't a letter. The O isn't a number.
You gotta understand the culture up here with the Cavs, baby.
All right.
330 and 216. Okay?
Thank you to 330 to go for partnering with us, joining us, and set up this sweet setup. Shouts to the Moon Man. Shouts to the place, your neighborhood place where grills, hot tubs, and fireplace is located in Akron, who provided some Weber grills to give away, and the Green Egg Grill. Incredible time. Great partners. Looking forward to a partnership with them in the future. Shouts to our presenting off-season sponsor, Rep Ohio Clothing, providing you the very best T-shirts for the very best fans in the NFL. Get your Shake and Bake Baker Mayfield T-shirt now at orange.repohioclothing.com for 15% off your order right away, immediately. 15% orange.repohioclothing.com. I want to thank you, the fan, for joining us. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, leave us a comment, review on iTunes. It does help with search algorithms and give our podcast just a little bit more oomph. We want to thank you guys. Jeremy, any final thoughts?
Hey, I'm going to give it a shot. Everybody knew where I was out in Baker before, but I'm here. I'm all in. I'm a Browns fan. Let's go. Woo, woo.
Let's go. Hoo, hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
I'm not going to do that. Once again, folks, we've had a lot of fun spending time with you here tonight. Please make sure that you tweet out your welcomes to our newest Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield, Denzel Ward. What a fun night it's been. We'd like to thank Edgar's once again for their hospitality, so make sure you stop in for dinner sometime. They're located at Good Park Golf Course in West Akron. We'd also like to thank the place located on Route 18 over by Medina. Please make sure you stop out there for all of your summer grilling and leisure needs. It's like a men's toy store. Stop out, fellas. Hey, thanks again to the Orange is Oranger Browns podcast. We love having them on tonight. They are absolutely amazing. And make sure you tune in live next week as myself, Roddy, and Moonman are back on the road as we take a leisurely stroll around downtown Hudson on the square. But until then, I don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense in being late. Say good night, Shirley.
Good night,
Shirley.
This podcast is a copyright of Moon Garden Media.
Production by
Steve Bader.
Steve Bader.
Thanks, Moon Man.
Oh, kiss a